Hey everyone, how you going? I can see that Amy is here, so I think it's at least you and me. If nobody else, it's us. How have you been? I think it's been about a fortnight since I've streamed. So yeah, Amy, just let me know what you've been up to, if you're building anything today, what's been happening. As always, it's lovely to find out what's been going on with you. I've got all the go-kart sets here with me today, so I was just going to build up these today on this stream, and I thought that it would be nice to start with the diner. So let me know if you're kind of keen for me to start off with that one. I just think that this is a really cute set, so I was just like, yeah, let's build this one up. And I thought that I had put all the mini dolls from all of these sets into a Ziploc bag into one of my drawers, and I went to look for them today and I couldn't find them, so I don't know what's happened with the mini dolls. But yeah, I was quite keen to start off with the diner, and then I think after that we can just have a look and think about which sets we want to build up next. So yeah, I think if you're happy with that, I'm happy with that. And it does look like somebody else has joined us. They might not be able to chat though, so we'll see. And I haven't gone through and checked any of these bags either, so I'm hoping that all the parts are there. I know the mini dolls aren't, but yeah, I don't know where they went. It was a bit silly of me not to double check that earlier, but I had a nap this afternoon, which is also why I look quite dishevelled. So it's been like a really cozy, warm Saturday. Last night there was so much thunder and lightning, even Pucky was getting a bit concerned, and usually he's not that fussed about thunder and lightning, but it was right overhead last night. And then today it's also been sort of like quite wet and wild as well. So I think that that's just put me in this like really cozy mood, which is lovely. But yeah, it's just meant that I've just been really tired. Oh, the Seaside Fun Fair sets. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's cool. I don't know how, I don't know why I was thinking that was how I was putting the table together. Yeah, I've got those sets in a box just down here. So I think because I have to move my stuff out of the big Lego room, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to put all the Harry Potter sets into storage, which is okay because I know that they're there and that I sort of have them and that they'll be safe. And then I think on the table in the spare room here, I'll then try and build my Lego city in there, which also means that I will get to like rearrange it. So I think what I've got to try and do next is plan out exactly sort of what I want as far as the Lego sets are there, what mocks I've got, how I'm sort of going to fit it all together. I definitely want to keep my underwater mermaid village. And then obviously I really want to fit in Izzy and Finn's stuff and the Sea Witch as well. But my ideas around that was always to have like two sort of areas for the mermaids. So the mermaid village up one end and then like Izzy and Finn at the other end of the beach or whatever. So I'm just going to have to see how I go with that. And yeah, have a little bit more of a think, a bit more of a plan. I think I've still got to try and figure out where I'm going to put the Grand Hotel as well. So that's a huge mock. So I think that I've just got to try and figure that out a bit. So yeah, there's a few things that need to sort of get sorted out and planned for in that area. But yeah, at the moment, it's just been, I've sort of been disassembling all the sets. So it's sort of like quite funny to them be coming in here tonight and building with everyone. So yeah, but that's okay. Right, our first little table is done with a little bowl of popcorn and our soft drink, and then there's a pen in the popcorn box. I don't think that that's very hygienic, but that's the way it goes. I get to skip building the go-kart because all the go-karts are separate. I've kept them separate. 6, 8, 12, cool. Yeah, so it's going to be exciting to plan out, like, oh, Em is here. Hey, Em Productions, I hope that you're going well, my friend, and that you've been having a really nice week and everything. Let me know what you've been up to. It's always nice to hear what everyone's been doing and all of that sort of thing as well. So, yeah, I was just catching up with Amy and whoever else is in the chat, listening along. So, yeah, so it's going to be sort of quite exciting to plan out like a new city and everything. So I think that that's going to be like quite good fun. But there's so much less space, so I think that that's going to be the tricky bit. And then there's also a few mocks that I've done over the past few years as well. Oh my God, puppies! Oh, Em, oh my gosh. What a life to be living. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting and beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yay. Can you hear Pucky barking? He's in the backyard barking. He's been so barky today as well, which is fine, but oh my gosh. And sometimes it's a bit much. I know the new sets, it's kind of cool because I have gone through and I think that I've got my wanted list up on Lego now. So I think that everything that I want, oh no, except for the Avengers stuff, because that wasn't up the other day when I was looking for it. But I'm pretty sure that all the other sets that I've sort of had my eye on. Oh, hey. Oh, that's fine, Gollum. I hope that you've been going well. It's been nice seeing some of your videos as well. I think it's been a couple of weeks since I've streamed. And I saw the sun video that you did too, which was so exciting and gorgeous. It looked absolutely amazing. Oh, yes, the hotel. I know, me too. The new hotel looks amazing. I did see that LEV had released her video on that, but I'm like I've been trying so hard more recently not to watch too many videos of sets that I don't have, so that then I still get to have that sort of like new experience of having those sets, if that kind of makes sense. Yeah, so I think the hotel looks amazing. I've got such a long list of all the Friends sets as well, so I definitely want to try and get hold of the carnival sets. I think that they're amazing. So I have a funny feeling that that's probably going to be my first group of purchases. Oh my gosh, I know. Creative break is in order. I know, I hear you. It's been really sort of weird for me the last probably like month or so. I've just been like really struggling with motivation around making videos and all of that sort of thing as well. And it's one of those things where once it's done, it is so rewarding and I absolutely love it. But it's actually getting to the point of having it finished, starting it, getting through. I think editing's probably slowing me down. That seems to be the thing that's taking the longest for me, is actually feeling like motivated enough to do editing. So yeah, but again, I sort of think to myself, I think that it's always sort of come and gone in swings and roundabouts for me as well, and it seems to definitely depend on what's going on with work and everything else as well. So yeah, it's going to depend. Oh yeah, that's right. Who else did I see? I think it was Claire from Plastic Architect. She was saying that she's waiting to get hold of the Seaside Shops Friends set. But she said that she's going to have to wait until August to get that. I think that she was saying that that's one of the sets that she's hoping to put in her city, which should be really exciting. She seems to build some, or mock some really lovely sets. So it's going to be really nice to see what she does with her Lego City. And then have some plans for building, but not starting because also want to do videos and need to clear space. Do manicures. Oh, charge the camera. Oh my gosh. It all just sounds so familiar. Oh, and then it's just like I wouldn't be able to help you out or help you decide because it just seems like I would need to go and have a nap in order to try and figure out what to do. So yes, all sounds very, very familiar. Unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's also just sort of doing our best to be kind to ourselves as well. And I just sort of think to myself, you know, I'm happy to just sort of plod along a bit with my channel. And as always, I absolutely love chatting to you guys. And I keep saying that I want to stream more, and I've just got to try and get organised enough to do that as well. I don't know. I seem to just be very confused and easily bamboozled at the moment. Which again, I think is perfectly acceptable. It's been a very sort of strange situation that we've all been in over the last, you know, year or so. So yes. Oh, hope to do one of the new funfair sets. Yay, yes. Oh, I just think they look absolutely amazing. I'm really loving the look of the funfair sets. So they're definitely going to be the first lot that hopefully I'll be able to get my little paws on, which should be really exciting. Oh, yes. I'm not going to get it for a few weeks because I've got to do some non-Lego stuff with my cash. Oh, my gosh. I know. I hear you, Em. It's been such a strange year for me as well, with all the drama that happened at my previous workplace and then starting at the new workplace, which has been really fantastic and amazing. But I still haven't. Oh, Brett is here. Hey, Brett. How you going? Yeah, so it's just sort of been like quite strange because I've only sort of been doing 1 day a week for the last maybe 3-4 weeks, which of course means that, which is fine, like it's not a huge drama, but it just means that I don't have as much spare cash as what I'd like. So I don't even know quite when I will be able to get hold of, how does this, oh, okay, right, and so I don't even know when I'm going to be able to get hold of any of the new Lego sets. It will just depend on if I get my contract with the new place to do the extra 3 days a week, so 2 days a week, which will mean that I'll be doing 3 days, back up to 3 days, which is what I have been doing previously, which is fine for me. It's, you know, that's good. In Australia, I don't need to work full time. But it's just the timing of everything. The timing of everything has been very strange. Yes, Ev, it is winter, which is why I've got my like woolly jumper on today. I thought I can't wear my same sweatshirt again. I think that then you guys would be getting quite concerned about the level of hygiene and how much washing I've been doing and all of the laundry I've been doing and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, and then I was just saying to Amy, probably before you popped into the chat as well, mate, that it's just been so wet and wintry and cold down here. So last night we got massive thunderstorms and today it's just been raining so much as well. So yeah, okay, there's our little drive-through area. I really like the popcorn brick-built sign as well. And then I think that with this one, we can actually fit our phone into here as well if we want to. So I think it was designed to do that. So there's our first 2 little side builds for this one. And I think that we now get to build up the actual diner. But I might need to get one of the other bits out of the box. This bit. So, oh, I think so. I did see the water dragon, which I thought looked absolutely amazing as well. So I did recently get the jungle dragon. So that's the first Ninjago set that I ever got was the jungle dragon. And I've now had a look at the other one. Brick, 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 brick. Brick. Oh, there it is. Found it. Yeah, and I saw the water dragon and I thought that it looks really lovely as well. So I want all the dragons too. Yeah, that was part of the debate as well, Em. I was just like going, can I justify getting the fire dragon as well? And then I was just like, oh my gosh, there's so many more Friends sets coming out in this wave. They have been slowly increasing the quantity that comes out in every wave. So that's making it a little bit trickier to purchase like the full quantity, full gamut of sets, which is what I had normally been doing. So I don't know whether or not I need to start being more selective or only getting most of them. I'm not sure. So I'll just have to have a think. And then we've got the Disney stuff coming out as well. And then there's a handful of dots things. So that would be kind of cool to, I don't think that I'll get all of the dots things. I think that there's only a couple of the dot stuff that I'll probably end up getting this time. Things like the box of dots and all of that type of stuff, I don't think that I'll be getting because I've already got so many extra dots and everything, the 1x1 tiles and all of that type of stuff. So I'm just sort of like going, no, that's fine. And then what else is on my wish list? Oh, the few Avengers, the saga sets. I'll probably get those as well. And then the video stuff as well. So I was just like, oh my gosh, the list is getting so much longer and it shouldn't be getting longer. It should just be, you know, being a bit more normal. So we'll see. And then, of course, there is the Friends apartment, so the TV show apartment, Monica and Rachel and Joey and Chandler's apartment, which I think would be a really fun set to get. And what are and then the Daily Bugle, I think, would be a really awesome set to have. And then a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the Frozen Castle as well. So I'm not too sure when that's due to come out. So I was just sort of like going, so now there's going to be like that handful of like really fancy, more expensive sets. So I'm a little bit concerned as to how I'm going to be able to afford all of that. This one. Is it this one? Yes. It's there. So, but again, we'll just see how everything is going. Oh, Darren and Crowley are here. Hello to Ballarat. I hope that you guys are going fantastic. Maybe we can build a Dragon Island. That's a really good idea. I have ended up sneaking in the little lizard from Frozen, Brunei, over here on my water elf shelf, which I think looks quite cute. I also tried my best to get Sisu from Raya and the Last Dragon in here as well, and it just sort of didn't work. So all the Raya sets have also gone into storage this week as well, which is a little bit disappointing because they're really beautiful and I wanted to find a way to display them. Oh my gosh, Em's telling us about the puppies. 2 puppies are adorable tan. One looks like a domino and the other one is this charcoal colour. Oh my gosh, Em, you've got 4 puppies. That's so fantastic and amazing. It's been such a long time since I've had puppies in my house and it's just beautiful. One of my friends, she's really lovely and she was a foster parent to animals for a really long time as well. So I think that was her way to get a puppy fix, which is a very smart way to get a puppy fix, I must admit. And, well, I think that she mostly did kittens. So, yes. Oh, my gosh. Having puppies around would be awesome. So you're very, very lucky to have puppies in your world, Em. The Golem's saying, I like all the little print stickers and minifigs in the new apartments, the Friends apartment sets, but I'm not very excited about the shape of it. Oh my gosh, I know. That's exactly what I was thinking as well. Like, even the central perk was really tricky to display as well because it was such a weird shape. And I have a funny feeling that this one has sort of followed along in the same sort of vein, hasn't it? Which is cool in a lot of ways because it's nice to build something that's not just sort of a rectangle all the time. But it does make it tricky to figure out where we can actually put it in our worlds and in our lives. Yeah, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I don't even know whether or not I'll be able to display the set for very long. It might be smarter to even just leave it in its box. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, there's so much dog fur on this plate. I don't know how Pucky manages to get all his fur everywhere the whole time. Oops. It's okay. I guess it's fine. You guys can't really see it. I can though, and I don't like putting bricks on top of dog fur. Oh, Kaz is here as well. Hey, Kaz, I hope that you're going well. Amy saying, oh, fantastic, yes. Yay. There were a lot of mocks out of it. Yeah, I did see quite a few mocks out of the central perk, which I think was really good. I saw some really nice ones where they had sort of turned it more into a modular, which I think was a really smart way of sort of managing that set, running with that set. I don't know, including that set into a city. But again, I think based on my increasing lack of space and the fact that my Lego space is getting smaller, not bigger at the moment, I don't think I'll be able to display that one. But it's also one of those things where I just sort of go, it seems to be a lot more of a sensible idea to try and get hold of the Friends sets and the Daily Bugle while we can, because obviously on the aftermarket it's going to be so much harder. So we'll see. But what I might try and do is get those larger sets in like July or August when I get my tax refund back. I usually get tax back, which is really nice. And so some of that goes into like paying off my mortgage. But then I have to try and keep some of it to treat myself for being a slightly responsible adult. Not a very responsible adult at all. Oh my gosh, Kaz. I keep forgetting that it's coming into summertime for you guys. So yes, definitely a beautiful bacon sandwich is what you need before heading back out into the garden. Oh my gosh, I don't get to keep any of them. No, I think that, another 4 dogs is a lot to ask, but I just think that it's lovely to have puppies in the house until you can find their little homes for them, until they go out into the universe to be adopted by lovely people. And I do remember many years ago was that a very similar thing happened with our dog. Is that she escaped once and then it was like puppies. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, no, that's fine. Enjoy your lunch, love. Oh no. Oh my gosh, yes. That's probably going to be a task and a half then. But hopefully it's relatively nice weather for you, so you'll get to enjoy a little bit of the sunshine and that, hopefully. Although I must admit that I have not really been all that focused or motivated to do very much with anything in my life recently. seem to be much more nonchalant about everything, that much too nonchalant about everything that's going on in my world. I should be at least making more of an effort to sort things out. So there we are. So far we've got the little drive-through window, the milkshake machine over here, and then the window display. I actually really like this sticker. I think is really cool. Yeah, 8 dogs is probably too many. Well, in some cases it's too many. No, it probably is too many. Yeah, I think that across our family we've had sort of varying amounts of dogs, and then of course on the farm there's usually, you know, a bit of a cohort of dogs that go through the farm, so that then there's the older dogs, the middle-aged dogs, and the younger dogs. So that seems to be where my mum and my stepdad are up to at the moment, is moving through their little selection of animals. But it's also lambing season over here as well at the moment. So my mum stopped off today before she was heading back up to the hill, and she was just like, I've not had time to do anything. All we've been doing is looking after all the lambs, the little new lambs. So that's really exciting. Oh, okay, last 3 days of May, finally sunny. It's been cold and wet for most of it. Oh my gosh. No, I've just been informing everyone in this stream that it's been cold and wet for the last 2 days here in Australia, and I've had to put my big woolly jumper on. So, and then I keep thinking to myself, oh my gosh, yes, it's so cold, but we'll see. 14 degrees at the moment, which is super cold for me. Cold enough to have to get my winter woolly jumpers out. So I'm sure that any of you guys that survive in cooler climates are probably just laughing at me. Oh dear. But I did have to use a lot of big pieces to display. So if I want to make a princess set, I have to disassemble it. God, no. Yes, I think that's the way that it goes a lot of the time. I probably need to get into more of the habit of actually parting out my sets to put into my parts collection rather than getting parts from Bricklink, because I think that that's a very pricey, another pricey addition to this pricey hobby. But yeah, because I've had to move all my city stuff out of the other room, it means that I haven't had to take down all my frozen stuff and all the winter stuff that I've been working on over there. And so I've still got to go through and sort all of that. So I've just got a great big tub full of like white parts that need to go through and get sorted properly into everything that they've been doing, all the little sections that they should be going into, so I can keep an eye on them and keep track of them. And then, of course, because my city is going to be so much smaller, it's then going to be trying to figure out how, like, what exactly I'm going to be doing with it. So that's going to be the other sort of challenge. But I think what I might try and do first up is to include, because I still want to keep that underwater mermaid village, and I still want to be able to have the Grand Hotel on that. So I think that I might put that up one end and then have Izzy and Finn's story down the other end, and then potentially in the middle have like an amusement park and include all the new carnival sets, all the amusement pier ones with the sea animals and all of that sort of stuff, which is, it's getting stored down in this box. And then also all the amusement park sets that we got, I don't know how many years ago, 2014, 2015. With that had much more of like the outer space sort of vibe to it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just going to have a bit of a think and figure out how exactly that's going to happen and what that's then going to look like. And at the moment, I've got all my mocks and stuff up on a little storage shelf, which seems to be okay, but I don't think I'll be able to fit all of them on there. Oh, Amy's dad just said hi. Hi, Amy's dad. Too cold to put a shrimp on the Barbie? Yes. Far too cold. I think it would be really tricky to fire up a barbecue at the moment because it's too wet. So, oh, Kaz has just had a second jab this morning, so that's a good thing. Oh, lovely. Oh my gosh. First time you would have seen each other since October. Wow. Oh no. Well, I know that a little while ago you did say that you sort of lived a little way away from each other, so I think that can make things tricky for people. But yes, oh, that's so exciting. That must be something that you're really looking forward to. Yeah, I think that that's the other thing that I've got to figure out, which is where I just sort of go, I have always intended to put my Grand Hotel on top of my underwater mermaid village, but I think I kind of built it backwards because that was the first section that I ever started building in a Lego city. So I think what I've got to do is get my table legs into place and put them in. I think that I might be able to move in sections of my existing mermaid village, and then I think that I've then got to build the rock wall around the tiered table legs and then put the underground water stuff in there. If that makes sense. No, it's Saturday night. I'm not making any sense anymore. Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. Fingers crossed again. But it will be exciting. It'll be nice to be able to just see each other again. Yeah, you know, I think it's been really tough for so many people. And honestly, you know, I can't even imagine how you guys have been able to cope with a lot of things. Like, I just appreciate how blessed we've been in Western Australia to be, you know, as safe as what we did. Oh, and Amy's had her first recently. Oh, that's really cool. That's really exciting. Yeah, my mum and my stepdad, they've had their first. But as far as I'm aware, the rollout in Australia is still a bit hinky. To no one's surprise. So I'm hoping to definitely. Oh, well, I will definitely be getting mine as well. But I have also just been sort of waiting because I wouldn't want to take a vaccine away from someone who would need it more than me. So, and then it is sort of quite handy because in my new job, the building that office is located in is actually going into renovations for the second half of the year, July to December. So I think I'll just get to work from home again, which is nice. I think I'm more prepared to do that this time than what I was last time. So I will have to go into the office every now and again to sort out resources and all of those sorts of things. But by and large, I think I'll be working from home a lot. With the new role, which is really cool and quite exciting. So yeah, I've sort of managed to sort of luck out a lot when it comes to all the heavy stuff that's been going on in the world the last year or so. Dash Hound Disruptor. Is that a sausage roll reference, Sam? So yeah, sausage rolls. Yum. More sausage rolls. Yes. Oh my gosh, they're so delicious. It's just such a wonderful product. Wonderful food substance, sausage rolls. So yeah. Okay, right. Burger. Where does that go? There? No, it must go on this. Okay, hang on, guys. Just talking to myself again. Yes, excellent. plus your dash hand is legit rolled up. No, I can hear Pucky snoring, but I can't see him on the sofa, so I think he's asleep by the back door. He's found a nice little spot in between like the little footstool and the carpet that he likes hanging out on and having a nice little sleep on. So yes, layers, back to layers. Yeah, and then I've just got to try and figure out how else I can sort of put things together. Oh, Emily is here. Hello. What time is it in the US for you guys? I've got to try and figure out my time zones better. And so yeah, let me know what day and time it is. I think I've managed to catch one or two of the Sunset Sunday streams that Claire's been doing, and that which is actually 8 o'clock in the morning for me. So like sunset, 8 o'clock. Is it morning time for you guys? I don't know. Oh, just got up. Oh, it's 7:30 in the morning. Oh my gosh, and it's 8:30 in the morning for Em. Oh, cool, fantastic. In Texas, yes. Yes, I think that there's probably quite a few similarities between Texas and Western Australia. That tends to be a bit of the vibe that I sort of pick up on between those two areas. So yeah, welcome to the stream. It's lovely to have you here. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, morning time for you guys. Yes. And I think Chop is also on the East Coast, isn't he? Because I think that he said that he has to wake up early to see my streams. So I was like, only if you need to, don't get up especially. So yeah, welcome along. Oh, I am building. I forgot to answer that question. I'm building the drifting diner from the go-kart sets from a few years ago. So I do have all the go-kart sets from the sub-theme. So while I'm patiently waiting for the new stuff to arrive and patiently waiting to be able to just save up for the new sets that I want, I've thought it's really nice to go back and rebuild some of the sets that I already have. And a couple of weeks ago, I think that it was Jake that said that he was really keen to see these ones getting rebuilt, and I was just like, yeah, the drifting diner was always a really cool looking set. So yeah, that's what we're building today. Oh yay. I know. I don't know whether or not you were in the stream yet either, Jay, in Productions, but I had a nap this afternoon and I didn't redo my hair, and I'm like, I look really shaggy as well. I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. It's just like such a mess. Yeah, I think that they're like, for me, when I haven't been to Texas, I have been to the US, but only like to California. And so I sort of go, I definitely think that there are a lot of similarities with like Perth and California, like particularly we were in San Diego and then LA for a little while, and then made our way back up to San Francisco as well, and then back down to sort of San Diego because we had friends in San Diego, which was really cool. And I think that there were a lot of similarities between Perth and San Diego because they're like both beach cities and they're not massive, and they're sort of like, you know, on the coast, very laid back, like quite a lot of like a surfy culture and, you know, beachy barbecues and all of those sorts of things. And it might have just been because of the friends that we were there to catch up with, obviously had similar interests to myself. But I think that whenever I go further inland to like our wheat belt area, which is like one of our big farming areas in Australia, I always sort of think to myself, no, this is probably a bit more like Texas, but not Dallas or any of your big cities, but more like regional areas in Texas where it's a bit more of a farming culture and it's a bit more of like inland and it's sort of like hot and dry, lots of horsey people, all of that sort of stuff, which might just be all the stereotypes that are coming out for both Australia and for Texas. But yeah, that was always my feeling between like Western Australia and sort of Texas. is that sort of more agricultural farming sort of community. Oh my gosh. Sadly passed on this one. Yeah, I know. It was a good one, but I think that there's been a few city sets that are sort of a bit similar to this as well. Horsey people. Yeah, the lovely horsey people. I've got horsey friends, so I feel like I can say that. That horsey people. I always think of Jenna Marbles' videos about the horse energy. Got horse people energy. It's like, yeah, I know what you mean by that. And Kaz is saying, hoping to raid my local Lego shop on the 1st for a few bits and pieces. Yay! I know there's so many fantastic sets that are coming out. It's going to be so tricky to try and figure out what to do. I'm very sort of bamboozled by all of them, and there seems to be more that keep on coming out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, now I really want to get those ones as well. Yeah, but that's the same with a lot of our cities as well, where you just sort of go, oh no, the city and the country is very different. Like the metro and the regional area is very, very different. But but there's still some stereotypes, Australian stereotypes, that exist in our regional areas. Again, I can say that if I'm Australian. Oh dear. And then, oh my, yeah, I was literally saying just before you popped into the chat that I'm really looking forward to the new friend sets. I think probably the first group that I'm really looking forward to are the carnival sets. So all the magical carnival sets, they just look absolutely gorgeous. Very, very exciting about those. So I have even checked on my Kmart website, and Kmart has listed all those sets already as coming soon, which is really exciting. So yeah. And because I'm going to have to move my Lego city and sort of rebuild from scratch, I think what I might try and do is to try and do like an amusement park area with the amusement pier sets from the Friends line, with all the sea creature stuff, the very first lot of amusement park sets from the Friends line as well, that had more of like the outer space sort of theme to it, and then also the Unikitty sets, because I got most of those and converted them into like fun fair stuff. So I do have my amusement or my Unikitty roller coaster. So I'll probably add that in as well. And then the carnival sets as well. So I think that would make a really beautiful sort of display area. Oh, Lemaniac is here. Hi, Lemaniac, and Vega the cat. I hope that you are well, and I hope that you have been staying safe and happy and healthy. Oh my gosh. Oh, waiting to go to the mall. Yay. To get some boba and Lego. Excellent plan. Excellent. And I'm, yes. I'm still being very, very lazy and doing a lot of my set ordering online. Occasionally I will do click and collect though. So that's the other thing that's sort of been quite funny. Oh, the books. Oh, yeah. Well, when I sort of redid this room, I thought that it would be really fun to have the books behind me. So, yeah, we've got the Disney books on this side, a couple of the little friend cubes, including the little pug dog. Oh, they've sort of gone a bit. And then the Harry Potter books over here, which I must admit was heavily inspired by Claire from Brick Emotion. Because it seems to be this sort of thing. Oh, Chop is here as well. Hey, Chop, I was literally just talking about you as well. I was saying that you mentioned that you have to get up really early in the US to watch. So it's really nice that you and Emily and Em are all here watching early in the morning. So, yeah. Uh, agreed, agreed. I think that the printed pieces and even the stickers in these sets were really beautiful as well. So I have gone through a lot of the stickers from those sets and actually put them on tiles because I really liked the idea of being able to add them into other builds and use them in different displays. Yeah, and I think probably what I'll have to try and do more frequently is to rotate my city. So I might keep the hotel and the mermaid village there for longer because I've been working on that for what 2.5 years now, and it's still not finished. So I really need to try and get that sorted and done and complete one day soon. Um, and then potentially, yeah, just sort of swap things out a bit. Oh, you're going to grab those as well, Em? Yeah, I think that they look really lovely. Oh, fingers crossed. Yes, Kaz, that would be amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yes. That sounds absolutely gorgeous. Will that be your Micropolis stuff, Kaz, or are you planning to take your intergalactic Mars mission ones? The Unikitty sets were really good fun, like so much fun. And it was really nice because I recently got the Cloud Cuckoo Land as well. So, well, not recently, a few months ago. So I think I might try and add that into the amusement park as well. And then I thought even it would be really nice because so many of all of those sets are so bright and so colourful that it would be kind of cool to sort of do the amusement park in like little sections. So have like the outer space section in one area where I could use like a lot of the purples and dark blue and have lots of stars and the neon, trans neon colors and that type of stuff, which would then go with a lot of those sets. And then transition over into Unikitty, which would then be more like the pale pinks and the white cloudy shapes and lots of rainbows and all of that sort of stuff. And then go into the amusement pier stuff with, the pirate ghost train sort of sets and a few of those sorts of things as well, which would sort of then be few more browns and blues and lots of mermaids and stuff. And then, of course, the magical carnival sets as well and have an area for that. So maybe sort of divide the amusement park maybe into like quadrants. But the other thing that I thought would look really, really cool would be to do like a little like grey scale area, like a black, white and grey area, and have like Steamboat Willie in that little section. I think that the contrast between all the rainbow colours and that's the thing with the black and white would just look really cool and pretty. And yes, they're also on my wish list. I just think that they all look so gorgeous. I have had to pack away, unfortunately, I have had to pack away my Disney castle and my Disney train station. I've kept my Disney train out because I think I might be able to try and do a train loop around the whole new city layout. So I will try and do that. Fingers crossed that I will be able to do that. But I kept all the minifigs out, so they'll probably get placed into the amusement park somehow or another. But I've got to try and figure out how to display those. And I also have got like the Sesame Street characters and all the video characters as well. So I don't know whether or not I need to do some more rearranging here. Oh my gosh. Right. Oh, and I'm so far behind in comments. Oh no. Got to get that plane for the Jack to replace the year-old pilot Jack I use right now. Oh, Jacker. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, Claire's lovely. She's really fantastic and fun, and yeah, and she's so amazing with mini doll repaints. She's great. Yeah, every now and again she does pop over and say hello as well. Quite often she releases her videos on a Saturday evening as well. Well, my time, around this time. Mama Lego is here, our favourite Canadian. Hello, I hope that you're going well and yeah, that you've had a really nice week and all of that type of stuff. Oh, back with a full belly. Yay. That's fantastic. Oh, and Emily's saying that she's got to go and figure out breakfast. Thanks for stopping by, Emily. I'm sure that you've probably already gone, but yeah, it's lovely to have you pop in. And Blockhead. It's in London, a one-day show, which means taking the train, not driving. So I'll have to take monofigure. Oh, fantastic. Oh my gosh, those monofigure habitats would look amazing. Yes, Kaz. Awesome. Awesome. Oh yes, I do the light blue narrow train track from that old Friends roller coaster for your Legoland exclusive train set's a really good idea. I have got so much of that train track as well because I ended up getting that roller coaster set in about I purchased the set new and then I ended up I think getting two lots of that set from like bulk hauls that I got off Facebook Marketplace a few years ago before Lego Masters came out and ruined my way to get cheap and affordable Lego. So I've got so much of that blue train track and I was sort of quite tempted to try and figure out a way to add that into an amusement park area as well because I always sort of went, it'd be really nice to have the train, which will be the Disney train, and I might also try and motorise the Hogwarts train as well so that I can swap out either of those trains to put on that sort of amusement park set. Table display and then I had always wanted to do like a little tram or something like that on the blue track, but I don't know whether or not I'm going to have enough space to be able to do that. So yeah, I have never been to Disney World, Amy. Do they do the different color coded areas and sections in Disney World? I kind of get the impression that they've got like Jungle World and Princess World and stuff. So yes. Oh, do you like that idea? Yay! Oh, and Jake's here as well. Hi, Jake. Am I still behind on my comments? Oh, no, I'm catching up to my comments. Good. So hopefully I haven't ignored anyone for too long. I don't like doing that. So, yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you like that idea. Yeah, that had been playing around in my mind for quite a while. So, yeah. Yeah. I have actually motorized the Disney train as well. And I do know that with the tabletops that I use is that I can actually get a loop around the outside area of that particular tabletop. And I've got exactly the right amount of track in order to be able to do that now, which is kind of cool. But it also will then chew into the space that I've got for my underwater mermaid village and for everything else. So I don't know. I might need to shorten the train track to, I don't know. I have to figure them out. That was definitely one of the ideas that I sort of, that's definitely one of the ideas that I had as well, Amy, was to include some of the other characters and that type of stuff into the city and all of those sorts of things. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see if that's going to be possible. I did end up with my Unikitty roller coaster. I have been able to include quite a few of the Unikitty figures into that, so I think that that's sort of going to work. I'll have to have a think and try and figure out how I'm going to do that. I know that when I had it set up, it was sort of going around like my frozen area, and what I was able to sort of do was actually put quite a few platforms along the back of that as well. So at one end, it completely went under a tunnel, and then along the back, there was a very, very small section where it was sort of cut out, but there was a lot of trees in front of it, so you would just get a little glimpse of the movement, and then it sort of went under another platform tunnel thing. So it was only really the end curve and maybe 2/3 of the front where you could actually see the train sort of go round, which I think worked quite well. But I don't know whether or not I'll be able to do that and the Mermaid Village and the Grand Hotel. It's going to be like stacked up to the roof. I'll be up here trying to put my Lego together. So, yes. Yeah, that's what I liked about them. And I sort of ended up having most of them like sort of like displayed around. And then because there were a few of the other Unikitty characters that were like the little bee person, and then there was like an eagle looking chap and a the little fox or raccoon or whatever he was that had the lab coat on. I just thought that it was really cute to have these sort of like little crazy characters sort of dotted around the outside of Unikitty roller coaster. And then at one end of the roller coaster, I had like a little snack alley with like fairy floss and hot dogs and milkshakes and all of that sort of stuff. And then I had the two like little Unikitty and puppy corn characters that were all covered in sprinkles and ice cream and all of that sort of hawkadile. Hawk eagle, I don't know. Thanks, John. So yeah, I think the clearance is something that I will have to look into, but we'll see. I've still, like, on that table at the moment is still all of my Harry Potter sets, Diagon Alley, the microscale Hogwarts, all of the Hogwarts stuff. I've got a couple of the calls it. A couple of the Quidditch sets as well. So I think I've got to break all of those ones down and pack them away to be stored before I can even think about what's going on top of it. But I do sort of like thinking about like different ideas and all of that sort of thing. So we shall see. So there is our drifting diner, which is all done. I absolutely love this like little car burger chair thing. That just reminds me of like the little cars that were in the Pulp Fiction Jackrabbit Slims and other little like real retro sort of looking stuff. So yeah, and then the little grill at the back as well. So that's that one all built up. Somehow I've also got extra parts here. So I don't know what they're designed to be made for. Oh no, I think this one goes in here. And the roller skates, I think, go on Dottie's feet, and then we do have our list that goes in here as well. So I remember where some of these go. I don't know where the rest of that comes from. Needs to go. Right. Any preference for which one I build next? We've got the truck, we've got the car wash, we've got the paint shop, and the big race day set. We might save the big race day set till last though, because otherwise we won't have any more room to build. So yes. Oh, woodshop teacher is here as well. Hey Taze. How are you going, buddy? My chair is stuck on my rug. That's awkward. So graceful. You'll need a narrow shelf above head height all around the room for the train tracks. Yeah, that might be the easier way to do it, is just install a shelf around the room. Oh my gosh, I could probably actually do that now that I'm thinking about it. And that's probably the most economical and affordable option. But again, I might just have to put the train aside if I'm going to do the amusement park, and then maybe the train can come back at another time. He is half hawk, half crocodile, hence the cool shades. Oh, I didn't pick up on any crocodile vibes from him, but I like that combination. And then finally done mini dolls of Seren and my friend Matthew. Yay! Oh, it's so nice. I really wish that you guys could see the next shelf up, because that's literally the shelf that I've got all my sig figs on and everything, which is so lovely. I think it's meant to be both. So drive through definitely on this side, but not super obvious, because we also have like the drive-in movie theater as well. And then there's like a couple of little stools by the grill, and then there's just that one little bench booth bench to give an indication of a diner. But yeah, I think it's definitely meant to be more for like the drive-through thing, which is cute. It's cute. It's a cute little set. Oh, Evan is here. I think this is your first time here, Evan, is it? And it's lovely that you've popped in to say hello. Feel free to have a chat in the chat. So type away if you want. We're a really friendly bunch of people here, and it's lovely to have you pop in and say hello. Amy is saying car wash. Excellent. Let's do that one. And car wash. That's car wash. And where's my car wash book? Car wash book. And Evan, you have arrived just in time, because I've just finished building up the drifting diner from the go-kart sets from a few years ago, and I'm about to start building up the go-karts set as well, which is like a little rebuild. So every now and again in my streams, if I haven't got new sets to build, then we just go through the back catalogue and find some sets that we're keen to build. So I think that Jake asked for these sets to be built a few weeks ago, which was really cool. And Jake is saying just ordered the other Lego Movie 2 CMFs, yay! And had oh my gosh, that's so exciting that you've almost got the full set. I was looking at all my little coloured animals earlier, no rush, Jake, and I have ordered some of the extra puppies and pugs that I need for the most recent wave, and then I've almost got all the different coloured animals for that as well, which is really exciting. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's actually really nice. It's a really nice little spot to stream in, because I can just leave my webcam set up here. But what I'm looking at is very strange. It's like a little storage unit with a lot of Lego on top, with a box on top, with my webcam on top, with Lego behind the box. But yeah, it's nice to be here, and I think it's also nice for you guys to be able to see some of my previous builds. But also I just sort of go, I spent such a long time building my elf shelves that I just sort of went, nobody ever really got to see them, and it's a bit of a shame. So it's nice that they're now sort of in my background. And even over here, this will also be an elf shelf one day, but in the meantime I've got my little Snow White mock set up there, and Belle's Castle, both of which are sort of partly built. So yeah, it's nice. It's sort of like a bit more cozy. I think it's sort of a bit more yeah, I don't know. It's nice to hear that you enjoy it. That's probably all I needed to say. It was very rambly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I for such a long time I did try and store a lot of my sets built, but yeah, I've just run out of room so much that yeah, a lot of my almost everything, basically everything that's not on this shelf and everything that's not on that Lego table at the moment has pretty much been dismantled. But everything on that Lego table in the other room, which is all the Hogwarts stuff, is probably needing to get dismantled as well. So, and then it was quite funny as well, because I was sort of like going, should I do a few streams during the week of me dismantling sets so we can have another like little chat and all of that sort of stuff? Or I don't know, is that something that people are going to be interested in? Thanks, Amy. So yeah, and then most of the sets are in smaller boxes, which are actually quite well labelled. But then I've got 3 really huge tubs, and I'm like, don't think that I've labelled them very clearly. So I don't know how I'm ever going to track down any new sets again. Oh no, there's no rush, Jake. Honestly, it's all fine. I've still got Cornet stuff that I need to send off as well, but I'm dreading to take that to the post office because I think that's going to be quite pricey to post. Not that I mind. Not that I mind. If I say that I'm going to send someone a set, I don't mind paying for the postage. It's just got to be factored in with everything else at the moment as well. And for now, because I'm just working that sort of 1 day a week until I get the contract to do the additional hours, I'm sort of like going, probably can't be splurging on Lego too much, and I can't be splurging on postage too much either. So it's just going to have to sort of wait a while. I know. Oh my gosh, exactly. Elves shelves. Try saying that 5 times fast. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I picked that name. So silly of me to try and pick that. I get tongue-tied a lot of the time, at the best of times, let alone when I'm trying to say something too random, too tongue-tied. But it's always the way, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh yes, let's do a Destructathon then. That sounds brilliant. I'm definitely up for that, Kaz. Just let me know when suits you, and we can definitely do that together. That sounds like brilliant. Oh, the little domino puppy made its first noise. Puppy sounds are so adorable. Oh dear. Destructathon. Just have minifigs with dynamite running all over the city. I know. Our minifigs should really start pulling their weight a bit more, I think. If we need stuff to be taken apart or built, they should really be helping out a little more. Or at least with the dusting. Oh dear. Brett saying hello to everyone. I'm sure that Brett is mid-castle build. I'm going to make an assumption there. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was a mew noise. Meow. Oh, that's so cute. My gosh. Little animals are just absolutely fantastic. Gollum saying the unbuilding is never ending. We unbuild so much. That's why I'm sorting since a while. But the kids keep rebuilding with twice the speed. No, I was just saying the kids call me Mamageddon. Thanks, kids. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. That's really nice. Oh my god, the state of my city dusting. I know. Like, even when I've been going through and doing like the destruction and the dismantling, there's been some where I'm like, I think I need to dust this before I actually pack it away. And then, however many weeks ago, I was making my Princess Jasmine Tower update thing. I was looking at those and I was like, it's a good thing that the camera's a little bit far away, especially on the first tower that I built, because it's just like, it's so dusty. It's like, oh no. Oh no, Jake, it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. It was actually really funny because at the time that I was sending that to you, I sent a few other things to other people, and I also sent a package to Taze. And when when we exchanged minifigures, obviously, I offered to pay for postage, which I should. And the postage that he paid for his great big bag of minifigures is about the same as what I had to pay for my little sig fig to go to Denmark and to go to you. But unfortunately, that's just the way Australia Post is running at the moment. And again, it's fine. It really doesn't worry me. It's just really nice to be able to share Lego with people who are awesome and lovely people. It doesn't. It's fine. But it does mean that I do have to do my calculations carefully every now and again. And Brett is saying, "You're a star." And oh my gosh, yay! That's so awesome. A new Lego friend who lives locally. I still need local Lego friends as well. Oh my gosh. I keep thinking to myself, I've really just got to try and get on with it and actually go to my lug here in Perth. It just is one of those things where they usually meet on a Monday evening south of the river. I live north of the river. It's just like, I don't know if I've got the energy. Being active on a Monday evening, I don't know whether or not that's something that's even possible for me at the moment. I'm such a... Oh yeah. It's a very strange situation to be in with the postal prices at the moment. Like, but again, it is what it is. I don't know. It's I think it's got a lot more to do with the fact that Australia Post largely is no longer part of government. I think the government sold it off years ago because anyway. It's a very long and boring story as to why we pay so much postage in Australia. But we do. But it's fine. Yeah, joining a lug was the best thing I ever did. I'm sure you won't regret it if you can get over your sloth. Yeah, I know. It's been quite funny though, because a few of the Perth brick sellers who I've met, like bricklink sellers who I've met, they are part of the lug and they're like, yeah, just come along. And I'm just like, yeah, I will one day. I don't know. But I also know that Perth can be sort of like a little bit, because it's a little bit more of like a smaller city, it can be like quite cliquey. So if people don't already know you, then it's really difficult to like make new friends. Sounds really sad. Well, it kind of is. It's very bizarre. So, and I know that when I've gone and done a few other things like activities and stuff like that in the evening, a lot of the time people in Perth bring a friend with them so they don't have to do it by themselves. And so I think that that's where I'm just like going, oh, I really don't want to be stuck in like a youth group, being the only person building friend sets. And then having no one to talk to. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yes, I would quite like a discount for my excessive bricklink purchases. Jake's just laughing at me. Yeah. It's a very strange thing here in Australia. Right, mechanisms. So car wash is now up to this sort of point. So we've got the arrows going in here and the arrows coming out here. And so I do now get to put all my little cogs together to make sure that we can spin everything. Spins. Right, Pucky is up and out and about again. So he is enjoying his evening. Which ones are these? No, not the... No, I need the grey ones. Oh, there's one little grey one. Oh, Doc is here. Hey, Doc. It's lovely to have you here. I hope that you're going well, my friend, and that you've had a lovely week. Oh, has anyone gotten the Daily Bugle set yet? I have seen a few builds and reviews pop up for that already, but I'm not too sure if where everyone is up to with that set. Everyone's saying hello to Doc, which is lovely. Very fantastic. Cool. Yeah, so I think it's going to be passing on the bugle. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know it's really pricey, isn't it? It's not really within my budget. I have put it on my wish list, but we'll see. I've been wishing for it for a very long time, especially because I would love Elsa's Castle. So if we're getting Elsa's Castle, and if I had to choose between them, then I would definitely be getting Elsa's Castle over the Daily Bugle. And there's a Lego convention in my area this year. Last year it was cancelled, and I've never been before. Thinking of going to see what it's like. I think it's June, July. Oh, that sounds awesome, Jake. Yeah, I think that you should try and go and check it out. I did go a couple of years because our Bricktober event, because the Lego convention in Perth is always in October, and it's a fundraiser. I did go 2 years ago before COVID, but unfortunately COVID cancelled that one as well. I think they ended up doing some stuff online. But again, it was just really nice to see loads of sets like built and what, other creative people that are out there. I think that there were about 2 or 3 really nice Friends builds, so that was really exciting to see other people building with the Friends sets, which was super cool. There was an absolutely fantastic Fabuland set as well, which is awesome. So yeah, definitely get Elsa's. Yeah, me too. If I had to pick over Bugle or Elsa, then I'd definitely get Elsa's as well. And Kaz has been procrastinating for long enough. Sounds fair. It was lovely to have you here for as long as what you were as well, Kaz. Enjoy your gardening, and if you've gone, thank you so much for hanging out with us as well. Might have already headed off, but yeah, always lovely to chat. And then definitely let me know if you want to do a Destructo stream. Demolition version. That sounds like lots of fun. And very much needed, I think, for me at the moment. I need the motivation. Joy, she says. Well, yeah, do your best. It's no Lego situation. It's not building Lego. But the triffids need to be trimmed back. Right, yeah. Oh dear, it's hard. I'm not much of a gardener myself, so. But I was just trying to be like a positive force. A positive force in your life, rather than just be like, no, don't worry about the gardening. Just hang out with us for the rest of the Arvo. Oh dear. Oh yes. Oh. Destructothon with demolition derby. Yeah, exactly. And we need to put dynamite in there as well, would you, teacher? Destructothon with demolition derby and dynamite. Oh, Mama Lego, that sounds gorgeous. Decided to build a fairy garden for the girls. Never done one before. Should be interesting. Yeah, sounds absolutely amazing. I think that would be a really, interesting build, especially to have as like a little play area as well for your beautiful grandkids. That sounds really, really nice. And then, oh, I don't know about Elsa's castle. I want one of the castles, and it's big. I just want to see Elsa in the coronation dress. Yeah, I know. But I think for me, it's also that whole thing of, because I almost missed out on the diner, and I almost missed out on the Disney castle. I'm sort of like going, I'd probably prefer to buy them and even have them. It takes me 3 years before I can build them or have a room or area to display them, then it's better than having to try and track them down later. But again, I'm an adult and I've got the luxury of a bit of a disposable income and all of those sorts of things, so it's a little bit different. And Jake is saying, had Hogwarts in a drawer because I'm waiting to build my Lego shed. Just open the drawer. I can't say what's even happened. Oh no. Do I want to look on Discord? Oh, I don't know, Jake. Is it oh, I'm nervous. Very nervous. Oh, I think it looks worse than what it is. I say with a very shaky voice. No, oh no, I don't have the new Elsa castle. I don't even know whether or not we've got a release date for it yet in Australia. I've just seen some of the sneaky photos of it. The secret squirrel photos. Nobody's allowed to know about. Yeah. I have one of the castles. Yeah, I think I do actually have all the Frozen stuff up until now. And I do actually have you can probably see the roof down here. That's my mock. That's my Elsa's castle mock. My Arendelle castle, not Elsa's castle, Arendelle castle mock. So that's coming together. I still need lots of parts around the back, and there's a few other things that I need to add to that as well. Too warm for Elsa in Australia. Yeah, I know. No, she'd laugh at me. She'd just laugh and say, "What do you mean? What do you mean you're cold? It's 14 degrees Celsius and you're saying that it's cold and you're wearing a woolly jumper and slippers." Yes, I am. This is what counts for cold in Australia. Oh my gosh. The astronomy tower is in 4 pieces. I'm just going to close the door and forget that ever happened. Brilliant plan, Jake. That's an issue for future Jake to figure out what to do with that. It's exactly what's required. Just, leave it for later. Okie dokie. Right. Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where whenever Lego comes adrift, it looks worse than what it often is. That's our car wash so far. So we've got all the bits on the side. We've got our cogs starting to come into place and building up like the little shop area. Oh, and Joe is here. Hey, Joe. It's lovely that you have stopped by. I hope that you've been having a really good week. Oh my gosh, Mama Lego. It snowed here in Canada yesterday. I almost screamed when I saw that coming down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That must be so strange. Because you guys are going into your summer now as well, aren't you? So you guys should all be getting warmer, not snowing. Oh dear. It's very strange times in the world at the moment. Hello. Oh, everyone's saying hello to Brickish. Just fantastic. Love that. Love that, love that. It's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how how our weather and everything goes this year as well. It's always a bit confronting though, but I don't know whether or not I would be able to survive very long in the snow. I don't think that I've got the right constitution for it. Although I do believe that you do sort of end up acclimatizing to things. So I know that when I lived in the UK like years ago, I did end up getting used to the cold weather. But the first year that I was there, I was just bundled up, with so many layers all the time. And I think that quite often when people come out to Australia and they visit in the summertime, they don't realise that it's going to be as hot as what it is, because it does get to be quite scorching out here. And so, yeah, it's just whatever we're used to, isn't it? I didn't want to say that. So it's just like going, I don't know whether or not we should really spend a lot of our time delving into the politics of Australia Post and, the COVID situation, and whether or not we want to talk about environmental impacts of the world. Oh dear. Yes. I know. I think. But again, I think you do, I think that you do end up just sort of getting used to it. I still am not used to 40-degree weather. I don't like that. But, mid-30s is okay. It's doable. It's not ideal, but it's doable. Oh, I've never seen snow past April before. Yeah, no, it's concerning. Like, I just sort of go, more than anything, it's just like a bit sad. Well, it's sad and heartbreaking, really. But again, I just sort of go, well, we can only sort of do what we can do. So as long as, we're all making efforts and steps in the right direction, that's all we can manage to do. Unfortunately, I think that larger companies and corporations have probably got greater impacts to be made. And even then, it's things like government decisions as well. Like, I just find it frustrating here in Australia that a lot of the Australian economy is still relying so heavily on mining, fossil fuels, particularly when we've got huge expanses of empty desert in the middle of the country and sun all the time, which would be amazing for solar energy. But I can't make the same level of political contributions as others can, so that's just the way that it goes. What a depressing loop into the conversation. Well, I don't know. We've got to talk about reality a bit as well, don't we, I guess? Right, I had to do 2 of those. 2 of those. And the chat's died now as well as soon as we mentioned global warming. No, don't leave me here to fend by myself to just blather on and talk absolute nonsense to you all. I don't know whether or not I can do that for too long. British now just laughing at me. Thanks, British. Thanks, Joe. So, but anyway, we can only do what we can do. I think talking about it is sort of, just as important as other stuff. There we go. That's the car wash. So we now have a little bit more of an obvious drive-through as well. New set rebuilding. So sorry, Joe, you popped in and I didn't even tell you what we were up to today. So rebuilding, this is one of the go-kart sets, which is part of a Friends sub-theme a few years ago, 2019, I don't know, a few years ago. It was one of the more recent sub-themes. It's really nice. We've built up the little drifting diner, which is a super cute set. Love this one. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And then it also has like its little drive-through movie theatre section as well. And so this one is like a little car wash. Well, a long sort of car wash, really. Yeah, which is really cool. Cool. So, no, don't apologise, Chase. It's fine. Do your chores. You've got to do your chores. It's all good. Yes, I love Wallace and Gromit. Absolutely love that. And then I think the same people also did something with sheep as well, because but that was so long ago, and I always end up with streaming brain, and I can never remember what I'm talking about when I'm on stream. But that was really cool with the sheep as well, because obviously my stepdad is a sheep farmer. So we had lots of fun with that. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, oh, the same thing happened with me today. I ended up having a nap, which is why I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards, because I didn't even bother to redo my ponytail when I woke up. I was like, yeah, that'll have to do. Oh, Shaun the Sheep, yes. Shaun the Sheep, yes. Thank you, everyone. I always need the help with that. Yeah, the diner is really nice. It's a really nice looking set. It's definitely one of the sets that I would like to turn into a modular, like to close it in and to put on a roof and to make the little like brick-built burger sign so much more obvious. I even really, really like the brick-built popcorn sign on the top of here as well. I just think that that looks awesome too. So one day, hopefully, with time, energy, commitment, effort, whatever else we need in the world. Right, this, and where's my little cheesy slope? I can see that. Oh, there it is. I know I saw that there. Oh, I want to say it too, Shaun Sheep. Yes. Which of course makes so much sense when you say it out loud. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was gorgeous. I love all that. Oh, did they do the Coraline movie as well? Oh, cool. I didn't realize that. I haven't seen the Coraline movie. That is definitely something that I should really look into, though. I do suspect that I would really enjoy that. But then I am a bit of a wuss when it comes to scary things. And I don't know whether or not that would scare me or not. I don't know. Maybe. Generally speaking, if I'm going to be watching anything sort of remotely scary, then I do need my big brother to come over and watch it with me. I'm only a grown adult, okay? Yeah, I'm a wuss. I know I'm a wuss. I like to say that it's because of my overactive imagination, but I don't know. I don't know if I've got an excuse for being a wussy adult. Oh dear. I'm a scaredy cat too. Yeah. I can't. There's so many things where I'm just like going, yeah, I can't do that. that's just not for me. And scary movies is definitely one of them. I think I get too caught up in anything, like any narrative type story I get too caught up in. Clearly you guys are already aware of the obsessive nature about my personality. So yeah, there's some things where I'm just like going, yeah, I've just got to try and be sensible. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's the same. Like I think that anything that's got any vague elements of supernatural or horror in it, I really struggle with. If it's based in reality, and particularly if it has like a conclusion at certain points in the story, like cliffhangers, I also really struggle with. So if it's got any sort of conclusion at a point in the story, then that's heaps easier for me to cope with as well. But oh my gosh. Like True Detective, I love True Detective. I think that that's an absolutely fantastic TV series. Luther, again, brilliant. Love that too. But yeah, I do really enjoy watching The Walking Dead, but I do need my big brother to watch it with me, otherwise I can't do it. And there were a few times in the film where he was just like going, yeah, there's issues with animals here, Ruth. You're going to have to close your eyes until I tell you otherwise. And I was like, okay, then just sit there. It's over my face. So yeah, I don't know. No, I haven't seen Coraline. Haven't read the book either. Interestingly, I have actually watched a number of YouTube videos talking about how much they love the movie, and then also going through and discussing, like doing like a video essay on YouTube about the movie and the book and all of those sorts of things. And I'm perfectly fine watching all of that. I do really enjoy watching a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. And so quite often, you know, with like The Walking Dead or whatever, if we're watching that on, my brother and I, if we're watching that on DVD or whatever, then he'll leave the DVD with me. And then if I watch all the behind the scenes stuff and all the making of stuff, then I can usually rewatch the TV series without adult supervision during the daytime, if I'm in the right mental frame of mind. And I've already seen it once. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Coraline was made by Leica. Shaun the Sheep was made by Aardman. I think, yeah, I don't know. They kind of look similar with their sort of claymation styles. So, yeah, I think that it's really nice to see that there are a few animation, claymation studios that can do that sort of work. In the same way that I absolutely love Isle of Dogs and Fantastic Mr. Fox. And I'm pointing to the shelves that the DVDs are on. That's terrible. Oh, dear. I can watch horror with someone else, but not on my own. Yeah, I can't. See, even then, if it's pure horror, I don't know. I don't know whether or not I can do that either. Such a wuss. Such a scaredy cat. Not that that's a bad thing. I think that's fine. We've all got our own strengths and weaknesses. And watching horror, it's just not something that I can do. Oh, yeah, there we go. Jake saying, yeah, confused between the two since they're similar using that stop motion style. Yeah. It's always good to check these things as well. But, yeah, I can see why, because they do look quite similar, even though I haven't seen Coraline. But whenever I've seen any of the stills or artwork or whatever, they do look quite similar. But yes, get moving, otherwise you will be falling asleep, having a lovely post-lunch nap, not getting any of the chores done. I think I managed to almost convince Kaz not to do any of her chores either. Don't worry, it still scares the crap out of me, but I've got protection. Well, so I think, yeah, I know. That's quite often what I come back to as well. I'm just like, would Pucky protect me in this situation or not? Right, where's my little... Yes, I've lost my... Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh, dear. Right. Okay. Right. These two, and this one. Luckily, everyone is busy by themselves and, more importantly, got the food and the got the food and then the chores can wait. Yes. Oh, bless. It's always good. It's always good when the plan comes together. Right. Okay, so it does look like a lot of car wash is now built up. So we've got a little drive-through area and also our little fuel pump. We've got like the little reception area over here and then car wash over here. So I do think that we're just going to be finishing off more of the car wash side of things now. And yeah, Colin's saying goodbye. She might have already gone. Thanks for stopping by. It's always lovely to have you here in the chat, especially after your lunch as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see how I go, because obviously with the change in my job and all of that type of stuff, so I'm now just doing 1 day a week. So I'll have to just see how I go with the cash situation. I should be getting 3 days a week though, so I should be getting another contract at the same organisation to do another 2 days. So yeah, I'll just have to sort of wait and see how that sort of plays out and works in with the budget and all of that type of stuff. I would love to get the carnival, the Friends Magical Carnival sets straight away though, but I'll just have to sort of see how I go with all of that and if that's going to be a possibility or not. Fingers crossed. It might have to be like a little bit of an afterpay situation. But I don't know whether or not that's a wise move either, but I don't know. The other little stuff that I had on Afterpay should be paid off by then, so we'll see. We'll see how I go. Yeah, so that's sort of like where I'm up to. Is there anything that you're looking forward to, Joe? Any sets that you're particularly keen about, especially with the new ones to get? Or is it going to be a little bit of the same, of just sort of waiting and seeing which ones pop up first, second, and third? I think that's going to be the other challenge with everything as well, is not really knowing which ones are going to come up straight away. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then, oh, Mama's Bricks is here. Hello, welcome on in. It's lovely that you're here. Hope that you've been having a lovely weekend. Amy is saying, I know a YouTube channel that talks about behind-the-scenes stuff of animated films called Animation Look Back. Oh, cool. I'll have to check them out. Ooh, definitely have to check them out. Perfect afternoon, preparing the marinade and setting up the barbecue. Time to start the seasoning. Oh, my gosh. Thanks so much for the invite, Woodshop Teacher. We'll all have some. Whatever you're making sounds so delicious that we're all going to have some. Just pass it through. Pass it through. Oh, yum. Oh, and Mama's Bricks is saying, yay, going to a barbecue for tomorrow. Finally, better weather. Yay, yay, yay. Mama Lego is saying we aren't getting everything June 1st. Some are coming out August 1st. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that pop up as well. Oh my God, and Lego Girl is here as well. Hey. Hi, LG. I hope that you're going really well. It's lovely to have you here as well. Everyone's saying good. Yeah. Well, whoops. We're all heading over. We're all heading over, Woodshop Teacher. No, we've got both mamas in the chat now, which is awesome. It's always lovely when everyone piles in and chats away. Right. Right. Oh, a little bit more building. I know. Oh my gosh. Anything to do with barbecues is just so delicious. Absolutely yum-o. Although I must admit, I did have pasta for dinner tonight, which was really yummy. So I can't really complain about too much with that either. Oh, Lego girl, have you been here since I've got my new setup? So in my Lego room, you can see Elf shelf and some of my mocks over here as well. You make sausage rolls on a barbecue. We'll give it a red hot go. Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh no, Chop, no, that doesn't sound very good. Go and have a lie down. Have a lie down in a nice dark room, and hopefully that will make you feel better. And maybe have lots of water as well. Sometimes that helps too. But yeah, that's terrible. I don't like hearing that. That's not fun. But yeah, make sure that you have a nice rest today then, Chop. If you can. I don't if you can do that, that would probably be quite nice. Otherwise, you can just join us at the Woodshop Teachers Barbecue later and you're feeling better. Right, does this go in here? Yes. Oh, just been listening with the shades down. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, I think that sometimes that helps, doesn't it? Yeah, a few people that I know actually prefer to have like a little bit of chatter going on in the background. Me randomly chatting away. Oops. Which one? This one. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Yes, this one. Right. Water spurt and bubbles. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Brick Joe saying, dang, hate a migraine. Rest up, my friend. Mama's Brick saying, hope you feel better soon, Chop. Chop's going to miss out on going to the AFOL get-together in Denmark today. We've still got to try and do logistics around who's going to use the teleporter first, but I'm sure that we can figure that out. Someone will have to let Kaz know as well. She can stop her gardening too. Oh dear. Oh yay. Yes, yeah. I've still got to try and add in my fairy lights. I haven't gotten there yet. I just knock over my Elvendale Castle. Uh-oh. And then down here is going to be like all the shops and stuff as well. Oh, Amy saying get well soon as well, Chop. We're all sending you lots of good vibes, so hopefully that helps a bit as well, my friend. I know that it's not much, but yes, have a nice little lie down in the dark. And that will be, hopefully that will help. Right, okay. I'll just pop these bits in together and then I'll give you guys another look as to where I'm up to. And then, okay, right. And then I'll finish off the last little bits of the car wash. Whoop, up it comes. So the little drive-through petrol station section over here, I do actually quite like this little spinning sign. So reception area, again, is all finished. We've got the car wash thingy-me-bobs in here as well. So we've got the little section that we can pop the car on and that sort of winds its way forward and back. We've got the little spinny brushes, which is really cute. And then we've got some little water spurts and some bubbles at the back as well. So all of this bit probably needs to be finished off next. Oh, Chop, that's lovely. You will win the battle. Yes, just have a nice rest today, and I'm sure that will help you feel a bit better as well. Hopefully. Oh, whoops. Whoopsies. I need more. bits, more bricks to add in here before I finish doing the tiles to smooth off the tops. Oh, now all I can think about is marinated and seasoned barbecue deliciousness. So that's going to be an interesting afternoon now. Evening. Yeah, I'll end up, instead of having sausage roll cravings, mind you, sausage roll cravings do seem to be fairly permanent. But as well as my regular sausage roll cravings, I'll be having barbecue cravings as well. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Right, little fans and right. Okay. Uh-oh, I am missing a flower. Flowers, purple flowers. I think this is the handy thing about being in my Lego room, is that I've got all my parts close at hand. So if I'm missing a flower, I can get the flower. Right. And a couple more like little finishing details are going in on. Cool. Okie dokies. Right. That goes in there. Oh, and then, oh, okay, right. This, I'm very easily confused yet again today. It is one of those things. I just don't know what happens to me. Every time I need to do anything to do with Lego streaming, I just end up with such a streaming brain. I don't make any sense, forget what's going on, don't know how anything's happening. My entire memory gets lost, ends up being extremely dysfunctional. Right, there are a few little things that seem to be left over, but I'm not going to worry about adding those in because that's just like a bucket and a sponge and stuff. Put them back into their clearly labelled Ziploc bag. Right. Cool, so there's our little car wash. I do actually really like this set. I do think that it's quite cute. I think there's the city range came out with a car wash as well, didn't they? I think that was one of the sets that had the new road plates as well. I don't know whether or not I like that city car wash set as much as what I like this one. I think that this one's actually quite sort of cute. I think that this one would also be easily modified as well, so you could definitely make it smaller. So you don't really need this like drive-through gas pump area over here on this side. So it would then end up being like quite a like little compact set, which sometimes is actually quite handy. Space saving. Love a bit of space saving. Right, I will tuck that one down there. Pop my drive-through movie theatre over here. And shall we do, let's do the service truck next, and we'll power on with that one. And then we've only got the paint shop and the big day, the race day thing to go. Right, truck. Let's do the service truck. Oh, we'll have to, I think this might actually be one of the few Lego Friends trucks that we've ever gotten, if not the only Lego Friends truck. Not sure. I have to double check that, but I think that it might be. But I was really excited when this like little sub theme came out. I thought that it was kind of cool to have go-karts and you know, a few other sets that aren't necessarily associated with a lot of feminine things. And I think that it's nice to encourage, you know, girls that are into motorsports and that type of stuff to carry on and doing what they love and enjoy. Now, okay, I don't know whether or not I need to build Zobo. Not sure. Don't think that I do. Don't need to build the go-kart or the little flicky thing, so we can skip forward of that. Doesn't look like I even need to build the hamster crosswalk. So we'll skip over that as well. Might just be the truck. Maybe the hamster crosswalk ended up in one of the other sets as well. I think I got muddled as to which bits needed what with them. Sometimes if I've displayed sets for a little while and then when I go to dismantle them and pack them away, I can't remember exactly what side builds go with what. So we'll just have to see. But it definitely doesn't look like it's here yet. So that would be a little surprise. Even over the last few months, whenever we've been doing any of these other rebuilds of my existing collection, it's been sort of quite funny opening up some of the sets and going, oh, this has got missing stuff in it. So, but I think that happens a lot in our Lego collections anyway. It's nothing ever too major though, I don't think. So that's always kind of handy. But yeah, it's always just a little bit funny when we realise that our collections aren't as organised as what we think that they are. So there's our little truck base getting there. I think this one might, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think this one might be a nice quick-ish build. So that'll be good too. And then yeah, we can do the paint shop, and then what did we say after that? Oh yeah, the big race day section. Save the big bit until the end. Is that? I'm getting confused already. As soon as I start saying that I've got streaming brain, I then get completely muddled. I think in the next like week or two, I think. So most of it's already out. I think the stuff that's left is the beach section and the underwater mermaid village section, and then the art shop, which shouldn't be too difficult to move, and the Grand Hotel. So that's the last of the Lego that I need to move out of there. But then I'll also need to move all the blocks of wood and that type of stuff as well, which again I can probably do at the same time as all of that stuff. And the tables will also need to come out, and the bookcase. But I think probably what I'll do is, this bookcase is really old. It is still an IKEA bookcase, but it's an older one, which is why these shelves don't really line up. But this one and this one are newer. So I might actually sell this one or donate it or whatever, give this one away and put the Billy bookcase that went into that room into here, so that then all three of these bookcases match, which should be relatively okay to do. And then probably the tabletops can go either in my little shed in my courtyard or in the garage. So yeah, I know there's been so much dismantling going on. But I think I've now hit the point where I'm sort of like going, I've literally almost run out of Ziploc bags. So I've got to get more Ziploc bags. I think in order to be able to store Diagon Alley and the microscale Hogwarts, I'm actually going to have to get like small tubs to put those whole sets into those separately, which is pretty much what I ended up doing with the Disney Castle. And then I'll probably need maybe at least another 1 or 2 tubs as well to actually then put all the Harry Potter Lego into that as well. So I've still got so many sets to dismantle. But yeah, it's getting there. It is getting there. Yeah, but again, I'm sort of like going, it was just a little bit of poor timing as well, because I'm sort of like going, I can probably fit more stuff into my shed, but I'll need to get like another shelving unit. But again, I'm sort of like going, I don't really want to be spending all this money at the moment because I've only got 1 day a week of work. So yeah, it's just sort of like bits and pieces. But yeah. Yeah, I know. So there's a lot there. But it's also been sort of like quite nice to go back and see what sets I've actually got and have a look at them and all of that sort of stuff. But I think it's starting to get to the point now where it's getting harder to take them apart because they're the sets that I really love. So even today I had to take apart Sanctum Sanctorum. I was like, I don't want to take this apart. Oh, are we box hoarders or do we throw them? I don't keep Lego boxes, or very rarely keep Lego boxes. That's I'm like, that's another whole issue that I don't want to stack on top of what I've already got. Oh gosh, with shop teachers saying definitely throw them away. But struggling whether to get rid of boxes or not. Yeah. I think it was one of those things where I didn't even realise that people kept boxes when I first started collecting Lego. And then it wasn't until I've started to get more involved in chat and live streams and watching other people do it and all of that sort of thing that I realised that keeping the boxes was a thing. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, I'm not going backwards and then trying to collect all the boxes for the Lego sets that I've already got. That ship has well and truly sailed. So, yeah. I think I have kept a few of the boxes of sets, but only very few of them. And actually, it's more the sentimental sets, which is quite funny. So Mum's Bricks is saying that she only saves the one from really expensive sets, Ninjago, City and Modulars, etc. And whereas I'm the opposite, I've actually gotten rid of all the boxes of my most expensive sets, but the boxes that I have kept are the sentimental sets that I have. And I think that at the moment there's only maybe four boxes that I've got, which I've flattened and keep in that cupboard. And then, oh my gosh, Jake is saying he's got a whole corner in my loft for Lego boxes. Yes. Well, if you've got the room, though. And Joe, how are you going with getting rid of your neighbours? I thought you were moving them in with you and taking over the house for Lego. And Darren and Coralie, hi, how are you going? I think that you popped in earlier and I might have missed your comment, so it's nice to see that you're saying hello again. It's always lovely to have the wonderful Victorians here as well. Let me know what you guys have been doing, sorting, building, what's been happening. If you've got a chance, I know that sometimes you don't always get to do much typing when you're here. And then, oh, Sarah is here as well. Hey, Sarah, it's so nice to have you here. We're just happily building away with some of my existing sets. So, yes, I think that you and I do the same thing with sets. I put them in Ziploc bags and then in stackable tubs. So I've got 2 tubs over here with Disney Princess and Friends, and I think that there might be a little bit of Harry Potter in there as well. And then I've got one over here with the Mickey and Minnie. Lego Movie 2, Avengers, and then some friend sets as well. Oh, Joe's going to be moving her boxes into your loft, Jake. Surprise. Oh, dear. And the neighbours are starting to moan about all the Lego boxes. Oh, my gosh. They're such whingers. Just give them a sausage roll and tell them to shush. Jake's saying that his loft is out of control. Oh, my gosh. Everyone say hello to each other, which is always super lovely. I don't know if I can get these apart. Do I need to get these apart? No, I don't need to get these apart. Excellent. Even better. Right. That was a very good solution. Just turn the page. Right. Truck. Trucky, truck. Oh, Sarah, are you streaming today, mate? Just let me know. Oh, it was a flying visit. Oh, I've got to go. How far? Oh, hopefully that's nothing too urgent. I was just going to ask Sarah as well if she was streaming today. So we... Oh, halfway toward the submarine and the shipwreck. Yay. Yay. I do have a funny feeling that once I've packed up all my sets, probably what I'll do is I'll probably go through all these tubs and repack all the tubs again. I don't think that I need to redo the Disney princess one, though. I'm 90% sure that that's all princesses at the moment. But not super confident. Fairly sure. No, that was a very flying visit by lovely Sarah. So hopefully everything is okay. It might just be maybe it's something fun like deliveries. That's what we've got to think of these days. It's just the fun stuff. Right, here is where our little truck is up to now. So coming together. There seems to be a lot of bricks and plates going into this so far with not much reward yet. But obviously a lot of the time with the trucks and that type of stuff is that it's all about the windows and the roof. Once that goes on, you go, oh, yeah, cool. Righty-ho. Bit more building. I really wish that Pucky could go and make me a cup of tea or something. I could do with another drink. I've almost finished my water. Oh. He might have heard me mention his name because he's woken up. You gonna make me a cuppa? Please? No? No. Pucky, get the kettle on. Yeah, exactly. Right, he's just moving to the other end of the sofa. Oh, Pink Gamer, hello. How you going? It's lovely to have you here. Hope that you have been well. At the moment, we are just rebuilding some of the go-kart sets. So we've already built the gorgeous drifting diner, which was, I think, probably my favourite out of all of these sets. And then we've also built up the car wash from this little theme as well, which is really cool. And at the moment, I'm just building up the service truck. So it's lovely to have you here. Oh, thanks, Jake. It would be amazing if you could just get the flask out and post me a nice brew. Oh, Joe. Are you going to go and get yourself a drink? Oh, my gosh, yes. Do it. Do it if you need it. Do it. Oh. Oh, I might have lost the number plate. That's a bit concerning. Anyone buying the Everyone is Awesome set on June 1st? Oh my gosh, that's another set that I would absolutely love. And I can't believe that Lego is releasing all this fantastic stuff at the moment. Oh, but Joe is going to get that straight away. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Oh, and Pink Gamer is saying, doing good. Just spent 2 hours redoing my profile picture and the set looks cool. Thank you. Do you mean like your little avatar? Because your avatar on here looks absolutely gorgeous as well. So it is 10 past 10. So I'll probably be streaming for maybe another 40, 50 minutes, an hour maybe. It depends on how quickly I'm building. Just seem to be plodding along tonight, which is good. And Darren is saying, oh, been up in the snowfields on a job for the week. Oh, cool. Mount Hotham, -4 feels like -8. Oh, took small bags of odds and sods and planning for a mock. Cool. Cool. Definitely grabbing the Everything is Awesome set, but probably need to wait as it's going to fly off the shelves and I know it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be the same, Jake. I'll probably have to wait until it comes back through for the second or third restock or something. Which is pretty much what I had to do with the poor elf clubhouse. Mama's Bricks is definitely going to get it. I'm thinking of buying 2, probably not on day 1. Yeah, I probably won't get it on day 1 either. I think it will be when it comes back in for restock. Yay. I know. It's so gorgeous, though. I just think that it's one of those really lovely things that Lego does. And I think it's also one of those things where you just sort of go, it may not seem like much, but especially for like a lot of the rainbow community, it's just really important to be seen and to be visible and to be acknowledged that, you know, you're welcome in that space. Same, it's going to go fast, I bet. Yes. Oh, is it? Oh, I hope not. I hope I can get it online. Otherwise, I'm going to miss out. No Lego stores for me, Doc. Oh, thanks, your avatar. Oh, cool. Yeah. It looks gorgeous. I actually really like that pink hairpiece as well. Yeah, well, maybe we'll have to do some investigations then. Yeah, it was also one of those things where, and it does look like I've lost the number plate for this set as well, so I'm a bit miffed at that. But anyway, that's going to be a problem for future Ruth. Just have to see if I can find the number plate from somewhere. Don't know where it's gone. Or it might also be one of those moments where I realise that it's just hiding under something else. Oh dear. But yeah, I thought that the Everyone is Awesome set was really well done as well. It was really nice to see the brown and the black being acknowledged as well. And then they also include the trans colours as well, the pale pink and the pale blue? Can't remember. Oh my god, it's so terrible. Streaming brain is the worst. Gonna have to check Discord. I know that it was in there. Oh yeah, we've got the black and the brown. Oh yeah, and then the three trans colours as well with the white too, which is so gorgeous. Yay! Yeah, I think that's like the really important thing. And even the other day, I was watching this really interesting documentary. Oh, I don't know, video essay. That's probably more accurate to what I spent a lot of my time watching on YouTube is video essays. And in that particular video essay, it was really interesting because I think that frequently more conservative members of our society do have that whole attitude of, well, you know, why do you need Pride Month and why do you need a celebration? Why do you need to march and all of that sort of attitude, where it's very much with the people that are quite conservative. They don't think that they're homophobic, but they don't really understand the history of the LGBTI rainbow community either. And in that video essay, the counterpoint that person made was, because you've never had to fight to be recognised as an equal human being. And I think that that can equally apply for a lot of the challenges that our, people of colour experience to this day as well, whether or not it's African Americans in the US, whether or not it's our Aboriginal Australians here, whether or not it's, migrants and multicultural people and refugees going into a new country or whatever it happens to be. And for me, I just sort of go, yeah, I think that it is still really important to be able to show signs to people that they are actually, valued and loved and cared about by others. Oh, it's going to get two, one for myself and one for my rainbow daughter. We love our rainbow family members. Yeah. I think, for me, I just, as soon as I saw her, it was really funny because, on our little Discord, we have had a few people pop in there and share that set. And as soon as I saw it, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's just amazing. It was just so nice to see, it's just really nice to see that, especially from such a huge corporation, and especially from such a huge corporation that's predominantly focused on kids as well. So, yeah. And it's just nice to see in our chat, that it's making people feel special and validated and loved and cared about by society and our communities. So, yeah. It's definitely going to be one of those sets where I just sort of go, yeah, I want to have one. But again, I'm just like going, that I want to have one wanted list is just getting so long. So, Pucky's just come into the room and he's just asleep down here. He's so cute. So, yeah, I don't know. Have I been rambling on about that for too long? Yeah, oh my gosh, there was a TV show called It's a Sin that was about gays in the 1980s and the ads. Yeah, historically it's really interesting. And, I think that some of you do know, obviously, that I've worked in health for over a decade and across a number of organisations in that time as well. And one of those organisations was focused on HIV and AIDS prevention. And, of course, learning a lot about HIV history and the connection that has to the gay community, especially, meaning gay men, in a lot of countries is really, really interesting. And I think it's also really interesting when you see the parallels between human rights and healthcare rights. And then also the LGBTI community coming together to look after each other as well, which, is again something that I think is really lovely. So, and there were a number of really high profile HIV prevention adverts and those sorts of things, which were really detrimental and harmful to the gay community, and still takes a toll on gay men, particularly from what I know in Australia and that sort of thing as well. But again, it's then just about, accepting people for who they are and loving nice people in the world, lovely people in the world like you guys, and doing our best to have challenging conversations with more conservative people when we can. Oh, okay. Oh, watching Pose on FX. So yeah, in the chat, let anyone watching that let us know. It has trans characters and gay characters in the Black community in the 1990s. Oh, all part of the ballroom culture. Interesting. I am very sheltered by choice, and I actually don't have a TV aerial, and I don't have any streaming services or cable. So the only things that I watch on my television set are YouTube and DVDs. I do want to try and figure out how I can watch Twitch on my television set, but I haven't figured that out yet. Oh, dealing with addiction this season. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Because obviously there's a lot of parallels between HIV prevention and also injecting drug use. So that was also part of the areas that I've worked in for 10 plus years as well. And I think that it's really interesting, particularly when it comes to needle and syringe exchange programs, because I think that Australia, particularly in Sydney on the East Coast, was one of the first countries globally to actually introduce needle and syringe exchange programs. And the doctors that first started doing that were actually breaking the law. But I think that they were able to then counter any legal argument with that they had an equally legal obligation as a doctor to do no harm to their patients. So I think that that was sort of like a bit of their loophole. Oh my gosh, yes. Had some of my students asking me about some of the rainbow issues, ended up showing a few debate videos and the wonderful Dame Edna. Wow, cool. Yeah. And I think that that's like part of the interesting thing. Like, I think over the last 10 years, I've been fortunate enough to march in like 8 pride parades. And for me, I just sort of go, I think that it's still important to do that and to show pride to people for things like our rainbow daughters and our lovely rainbow, community members, and especially to our younger rainbow people as well. Just, I don't know, I think that it's just really important to make sure that people do get seen. And again, I just sort of think to myself, it's really interesting because I think in Western Australia, the first Pride Parade happened mid-90s, which was also around the time that I graduated from high school. Not showing my age. But it also means that I've got friends and family members, and I know people and rainbow people included in amongst that, who haven't known the world without a pride parade in it once a year. But by the same token, then there's also an entire 2 generations of people that knew the world before a pride parade. And especially like the first first 3, 4, 5 pride parades were actually marching on Parliament around equal rights. So again, I just sort of go, I think that quite often it's very easy to look at pride parades nowadays down the main streets, and with some politicians internationally walking alongside the LGBTI community and are very proud to do that and to support people. But there's a history as to where they came from. Oh, and LG is saying, I have a wall in my bedroom full of pride stuff, and it makes me so happy that a Lego set's going to join it. Yay. And you also know here in the chat that there's so many pride sets that's going to be joining our Lego walls as well. Oh, a famous host in the UK called Philip Schofield. Last year he came out as gay, and it was really heartwarming. Oh, how beautiful. That name does actually ring a bell. Does ring a bell. I don't know whether or not I'd be able to necessarily pick him out of the lineup, and I might be imagining the wrong person in my head, streaming brain. But again, I think it's really nice when that happens as well, when people feel comfortable and confident to be able to sort of talk about that and disclose that. Like Miriam Margolyes as well. I always love it when she talks about being gay as well. And, I've seen her interviewed on Graham Norton a few times, and she sort of said, no, it's really important that I say this. She goes, I don't know who's going to be watching, and it might give them the courage to say it too. Oh, cool. Thanks, Jake. Thank you for helping me out, basically being my Discord secretary. The support worker, assistant. Yeah. And I think, again, that's where I just sort of go, I think it is really important for people to know that they are sort of, welcomed and loved and accepted for who they are. And again, it's one of those things as well where I just sort of find it so baffling as to why people feel the need to be mean. the older I get, the more confused I am. I might Google it. Now that Jake's shared the photo in Discord, I might be able to Google it and find it. Oh, that wasn't who I was thinking it was, but yes, I am very happy that he has said it. Oh, Pink Gamer is back. Yay. Yay. Had to go and make some lunch. No, that's fine. We've just been rambling on as per usual. Oh, and Sloth is here. Hello, my mammals. We're talking about not being ashamed of being gay. Yes, we are. We actually were talking about the Pride set, the Everybody is Welcome set, which then led on to my usual ramblings about how people should just be nice to each other and accept people for who they are. Yes, queer and proud LGBTQ people are welcome in Sloth City, much like Adorabuild. I love all my rainbow people, and considering how skewed my population is in Adoraville, then there definitely needs to be some same-sex love going on. Which is fantastic. And then people are saying hello to Sloth, which is lovely. It's always nice when Sloth is able to pop in and say hello. And we haven't seen Elle either today, but I think that she might have started her day shifts as well. So we might not get Elle in this stream anymore, which is really sad. But I am pleased that she is able to, and do day shifts now as well. It's very, very well deserved. Right. We've got the flat back onto the truck, and this also can tip up as well. And then we've also got like our little ramps, trailer ramp thing. That's what they're called. I don't know. Can't ask me questions on a live stream. Expect a sensible answer. Well, yes, everyone's saying hello to Sloth again. And I'm still out of... Oh, I No, Pink Gamer, you're definitely in the right place if you're rambling. That's all I do every week is ramble. Yes, our beautiful rainbow people do need to be accepted everywhere, and if they aren't, then that's wrong. I wholeheartedly agree. I think that it's even that whole thing, like we were sort of saying a bit earlier, probably while you were having lunch, that it is so nice to see more visibility and greater acceptance and greater inclusion. And I think that there needs to be that sort of stage of overcorrection to make sure that people really understand how much of society and community and people in the world love them and want them around. Yes, Elle has started day shifts, yes. Oh no, Doc looked around and it appears that it will be exclusive to the Lego store. No. I'll have to double check that in Australia, but yes. Hey, Raps is here as well. I hope that you are going well and that your studies are going well as well. Yes, go-kart sets is what we're all about today, although we have been talking... I don't know what that was. That was probably the pen. I don't know where it went. Oh dear. Okay, I'll find the extra pen later. That's what happens every single one of my streams. So we've already built the little drifting diner. Love it. Along with the little outdoor movie theatre. Drive-in movie theatre. Oh my gosh, my streaming brain is getting worse. And then we've also done the gorgeous little car wash as well, which is super cute and really cool. Love this set. Again, it would be so nice to be able to go through and modify all of these and put them in like a city area or something like that as well. Maybe one day. Maybe one day when I've got a large shed. Large Lego shed. And at the moment, I'm just building up the service truck. No, a Lego store is like 3 hours away. Pink Gamer, I have to get on an aeroplane in order to get to a Lego store, and I'm not allowed to leave the state because of the stupid COVID. Trying to ramp it up. Yeah, I'm assuming that if I say that it's a ramp type thing, then it's a ramp type thing. I feel validated by the woodshop teacher. It's so important to me. So important to me. Oh no, Sloth. Walmart had a price rollback. I'm struggling to stay on my budget and not go and buy a bunch of reduced sets. You're in the wrong place if you don't want to be convinced that Lego is the smartest thing to do with your finances. Oh no. The car wash is great. Yeah, I know. I think that car wash set from the go-kart sets, I actually think was a very undervalued set. I know that a lot of people looked at the drifting diner and the big burger sign, brick built sign and all of that sort of stuff and loved it. But I think that car wash is so much better than the car wash that they got with their C sets more recently. Slightly more Lego friendly rant, but a rant nonetheless. Right. Okay. I need wing mirrors next. Oh no! Oh gosh, Jake, I know. You and me, buddy. We're in the same boat, man. But again, I will have to do some investigations because I know that when the Chinese New Year sets came out, they were supposed to be exclusive to Lego, but they were exclusive to the Lego stores. But then there were a handful of shops. I can't remember. Shops in over east that also got them. Which was weird and annoying. But it also meant that those shops were actually taking like pre-orders and were shipping them out. So it was very confusing. So that's where I will have to go in and do a bit more investigations, I think, to find out what exactly is going to happen with those rainbow sets as well, because I'll be so miffed if I can't get my little paws on them. Or I might need to contact some of my mates over east to see if they can grab me some. With the EU Song Festival, I explained to my older daughter that Nikki used to be a man and that if you feel not born in the right body, that a boy can feel to want to be a girl and a girl can. Yeah. And a girl can feel to be a boy, etc. When she said to friends at school that girls can be boys and boys can be girls if you want, when you're older, they laughed and said, it's not true. Oh, God. I think it's one of those things where the simplest explanation to very young children is often the easiest as well. And it is just as simple as saying, if you feel like you've not been born in the right body, then when you're older, you just swap over. And that's part of the journey. And I think it's also that whole thing of not being afraid to say to people that the journey to be any gender, or even the journey to be no gender at all, is different for everyone. So the experiences of me being female are going to be different to the experiences of a female that's 20 years younger than me. In the same way that my experiences are going to be very different to the experiences of Mama's Bricks in the Netherlands, because we've been accustomed to different things in different communities and cultures. Again, the experiences of both of us is going to be very different to a woman that's going to be in an underdeveloped country, or living in a remote area away from healthcare access. And so for me, I'm just sort of like going, so our experiences as what I assume to be largely cisgendered women is no different a journey to what it would be for a trans woman. We're all women in the end. You know, does it really matter how we got there? No, because it's not the same. It's not the same. And I also find it really strange when, you know, sex and gender come down to genitals as well, because that can be very harmful for anyone as well. So, you know, often just because you can't give birth to a child doesn't invalidate you as a human being either. So, sorry, long typing. Great typing. Lots of parents don't talk with young kids about it, or maybe never talk to them about it to teach them about it. Yeah, exactly. And you know, those things need to be said. Oh, Raps needs to go do more uni work. No, but we love it that you're so smart and dedicated, Raps. It's always amazing whenever you stop in to say hello, but I am just so super proud of the dedication that you have to your uni work. So power on. Keep going. Go Girl and I are now both in connections about how we're going to be able to get hold of that stat. Yeah, not going out, and the closest is hours away. I think we will be able to find a way, though. Where there's a will, there's a way. And we've now got time to plan. At least Doc has given us enough time to plan and figure things out. So we'll be right. And I think that while it will sell out quite quickly first time round, I think that it will keep coming back. They'll keep restocking it as well. So we should be able to get our little paws onto it at some stage or another, hopefully, I suspect. I strongly suspect. Oh, yes. Thanks, Raps. You enjoy your weekend as well, love. The only place is eBay or Bricklink, and that's going to be twice the price, most likely. Yeah, but I think that, you know, we can probably just ask nice people if they can help us out as well. I think that might be the easier way to go. It's just figuring out who we can hit up, who we can hit up for a favour. Oh my gosh, if necessarily Adorabuild, I'll send you one. I think it will be on the web shop. Oh my gosh, Mama's Bricks, you're so sweet. You're so absolutely sweet. I think that it would probably be better, though. I would much prefer it if you could send it to Lego Girl. I think that she needs to get hold of it more than what I do. I have there's a couple of my mates, particularly Steve, who actually lives in Melbourne and can get to Lego stores very easily. And he also has a few friends as well who actually have Bricklink stores. And so quite often what I've been able to do is reach out to him, and he actually hooks me up with Lego sets if I give him enough notice, because usually he will be going in on day one, and then I can just PayPal him. So that's fine. Oh, there we go. Woodshop Teacher is saying it will be on the web shop. So in Australia, I'll be able to get hold of it on the web shop. So we'll just need to find out. Lego Girl, whereabouts are you? Are you in the US or UK? I can never remember. I don't even know whether or not I've asked you that before, because that can be a bit weird and creepy to ask people where they live over the internet. But yeah, you'll have to let us know if you're US or UK, and then we can figure out a plan. So Woodshop Teacher is saying it will be on the web shop. Mama's Bricks is saying it will be on the web shop in Europe. So I think that's going to be quite promising. I'm hoping that it will be on the web shop in Australia as well. Ah, I've lost a tile. Oh, I've lost a tile that ended up on the floor, and I found a pen. The Lego pen that I lost earlier, as well as lots of dog fur. Uh-oh. Actually, I might take those loose bits out and put them back in the bag. Oopsies. Oopsies. We'll figure out a plan, Jake and Lego Girl. We've got you covered. Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, we were talking about the Everyone is Awesome set. And we're trying to figure out whether or not it's going to be available on the Lego shop, the Lego website, or just in store. And it might be different for each country. So I've lost my fire extinguisher as well. No, got to go back under the table now. Oh dear. Jake's saying I'll just order it from the website then. Oh, Lego Girl is saying same. If she can order it from the website, she'll be fine then. Price tag, 300 Danish, whatever they are. Conchacos, or 64 Aussie dollars, yes. But the interesting thing is that there have been some sets in Australia listed as exclusive to the Webbo, exclusive to the Lego store, and then they've shown up at Kmart like 3 months later for $20 cheaper. Bouquet, bonsai tree are two of those. So it'll be interesting. Oh, Dan is here. Good evening, Legolandians. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. Yes, we are. We are. I'm building very, very slowly tonight, Dan, and doing far too much talking and a lot of talking with my hands. But that's fine. It's fine. Jake is then saying I could bricklink all the parts easily. Just a few of the minifigure parts will cost a lot since they're exclusive. Yes. I think that I would be surprised if they wouldn't make it available on the web. But I think that at least now we've got enough time to research, do some Googling, and see what we can find out. Oh, need these doodaddles. Yeah, and the countries who are not rainbow lovers won't have it, but it will be available online and in store that love a good old rainbow. Yes. Yeah, I think that's probably what's going to happen in the UK. We're not entirely sure, Joe, what's happening in the US though. Doc said that it's exclusive to the Lego stores, which is fine, but we haven't been able to confirm yet whether or not we can buy it online or not in the US. And I think in Australia we're going to be able to get it online as well. I'll have a Google later once I try and figure out how to build this truck. Oh my dear gosh. Once again, I'm having challenges. It's me saying it in the nicest way. Yes. Yes. Well, we do know internationally there's still some not very nice countries out there. They've got to do better. Wheels are going on. Wheels are going on my truck as the wheels are coming off in my head. Oh my gosh. Once I lose my trailer. No. Right, it's fine. It's on the North American website. Oh, fantastic, Joe. You're an absolute gem. Okay. There we go. Jake, Lego Girl, Me, we've all confirmed it. Oh, I think Doc wanted to be able to get it from Target. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Yep. There's the little service truck. Whoop, whoop. Some tune in for the irreverent chatter and the trailer throwing builds. Yeah, I know. Uh-oh. We know that I ramble, but there's my truck. Very cool. Loving my truck. Excellent. Let's wrap things up tonight with, I can probably do one more set. I won't be able to do both, and I definitely won't be able to do the big race day set. That's beyond my capabilities at the moment, but let's go on with the little paint shop. I think I should be able to manage that one. Oh, got to dive back under the table to get my instructions. Because if you know anything about me streaming, you know that we're professionals here. My chair never gets caught on my rug. I always remember all the facts from all the sets. Yay! Lucky last one for tonight. Some pro tantrums. Ruth throws trailers. Yeah, exactly. I've thrown the trailer. That's it. I've had enough. Oh, Dan, that's so true. It's kind of like a socially distant sleepover. Yes. And Dan, you'll be pleased to know that the woodshop teacher has been busily making a barbecue for all of us as well. He's been marinating and seasoning all afternoon. So he's even sorted out our supper for us as well. Jake's been bringing me cups of tea as well, which has been lovely. Unfortunately, we've lost the teleporter, so we don't know how we're going to actually be able to, physically meet up with him. Can just live in hope. Can just dream the dream. Right. It looks like we've been saved from our rainbow set situation, so that's good news. I'm still keen to do a quick Google though to double check, make sure that I can get hold of the wonderful LGBTI set in Australia, and then hopefully you guys will be able to grab that in the UK as well. Joe, so woodshop teacher, are you ready for us all? We're starving. I am. Every time I stream with you guys, I always just end up getting really hungry. I think it's because we spend a lot of our time talking about food. Lego food lovers stream. Oh, and we love puppies. Oh. Puppies too. Right, clear bricks. Woodshop teacher's ignoring us now, Joe. I think we've been uninvited. Just say munchies. No, it's almost like midnight snacks for us, Dan. We're definitely heading more in that direction. Right. Right, powering through. I'm excited to get this little one built. I've been very plodding tonight, haven't I? I usually build a bit faster than this, but I just haven't had the speed. Haven't got the quickness. quickness in my head tonight. Fast building is just not part of me at the moment. Right, now, where did I see the thing? Yes, here. 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 And, oh my gosh, the hardest bit to track. I found it. Hardest bit to track down. Okie dokies. Right. Right. Meat's still marinating. Dinner will be ready approximately 6:30 my time, 5:30 your time. Joe, I think that we can probably stop off and pick up some snacks. Just head over a bit early. Help finishing off any of the final prep work. Like a nice antipasto plate or something like that would be good to have a little munch on. Can just sit out the back on the deck and enjoy ourselves. It's about the journey, not the destination. Exactly. Right. There we go. We're already powering on with the little paint shop. Oh, yeah, this one's got length to it. Whoop, whoop. Up for some snacks. We don't want to spoil our appetite. But definitely snacks are in order. Shop teachers be right back. Probably needs to prep some extra ingredients for us all. He wasn't expecting so many guests tonight. just invited ourselves. Right, what am I missing? Aside from my marbles. Oh, there we go. I found it. Found this bit. Oh no, hang on. You need to be there. Oh, found that bit. I really need to figure out how I can do a Pucky cam. I think that would be so much fun. I always loved on Lego Maniac's streams when he had his Vega cam, just like up in the corner. I wish I just was slightly more technical. Oh, I found my number plate for the truck. I almost threw my trailer again. Oh no. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, there we go. Too fast for you. Oh, now the teacher's out of the room. What can we do, Jan? Or do you mean how much trouble can we get into while the teacher's away? Oh no. I made a Bricklink order last night. That was my budget, so no Walmart shopping spree till I get my next jack. Sloth. But it's always the way, though. I think that Target's been doing a Lego sale at the moment as well. Fortunately, everything that's on sale with them at the moment, I've already got. Shenanigans. Yes, we can get up to shenanigans. Oh, your tax check. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'll have to wait. Oh, yeah. I can't do my tax until June, and I've still got to wait for my employer receipt thingy bobs to come through as well, which is kind of frustrating, because in the previous 12-month financial year I've worked at 3 different organisations, so I have to wait for all 3 of those to come through. So hopefully they'll be able to do that quickly. Right, this is there. But I do think that probably with my tax check, that will probably go towards the, like, Monica and Chandler's apartments, friends' apartments, and then maybe Daily Bugle, but I have a funny feeling that I'm going to prefer Elsa's over the Daily Bugle. So if I can get confirmation that Elsa's Castle is coming and when that's coming, then I'll probably put my tax check towards that instead. Ugh. It's always so tricky when we have to pick and choose instead of just getting everything. But, you know, well, we can only get what we can get, and some Lego is nice to have. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'll have to keep looking for those last bits later. Oh, found one bit, so that's good. Cool. Oh, tax check is the Friends Cinema and Andrea's house, or whoever, the one with the new windows. Andrea, yep, you got that right, Sloth. And the cinema I also really like as well, so I think that they'll be great additions to Sloth City. I'm sure that you'll come up with something really creative, how to modify both of those as well. That'll be really good fun for your channel. And no, that, this. And this. I know, it's so funny, isn't it, when we start earmarking what we're going to be getting next. I've got my wanted list. This is the priority purchases that I've mapped out. If I happen to come into this amount of money, then this would happen. If I happen to come into that much money, then that's going to happen. And found it. And the only set that I haven't gotten still from the most recent wave is the bonsai tree. So I don't know. I don't know whether or not that's going to happen or not now that I've seen the new wanted list. Yeah, I thought that that's probably the direction that you go in, is to close them all off and change the dollhouse style into something that's a bit more like complete. But I really like the way that you do that with your sets anyway. So yeah, it's cool. This way, I'm assuming this way. Okay. Cog time. Got to get all the cogs into place. Oh. And this one. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh, I've gone so quiet. You can tell that it's coming up to be later in Australia when I just sit here and I'm daydreaming and I'm sort of like going, this is not going to be an enjoyable stream for anyone. You guys will all be napping and drifting off into sleep or something because it's just a slight bit of scuffling around, you know. Have I got the right? Oh, I need a second little grey cog. Okay, well, that's just got to be a problem. The second grey cog's just going to have to be a problem in the future. I don't know where it's gone. It's probably in some other thing, parcel, bag. Empty, 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 empty. Okay, right. Second cog. There's a little black cog here, but I thought I needed a grey one. Oh well, okay. Oh, Robin is here. Hey, Robin, how you going? You've come in at a very dull point in the live stream. I was literally just saying that everyone just must be so bored since I'm just sat here scruffling around in the Lego bits. Not really making for a very interesting stream at all. I've got to learn to focus and chat more. Oh, no. Oh, Jake. Oh, no. That's ridiculous. Oh, dear. Oh, Mama's Bricks is building the Lego dragon from Story of Nyan. Oh, cool. Am I living in the local library? Yes. Yes, I am. I have all my books and all the Lego. That's pretty much my response. This is also one of my responses that's messed up and wrong on so many levels. Jake, I'm honestly confused as well. That's ridiculous. Robin's up to his elbows in dirty diapers. Oh, no. Woodshop teacher is back. He's made, fresh coffee and prep for potato salad and grilled corn cobs. We may or may not have been having shenanigans while you've been gone. A few of us realised that the teacher left the room. Got up to mischief. I think that's probably the most relevant point, Jake. It wasn't like Homer was doing her work for her. Absolutely ridiculous. That is bizarre. Agreed. I love this. We've been bananiing building Tupelo. We got what you meant. It's fine, Robin. What I say to everyone is, as long as we can sort of make some semblance of the message that you're trying to get across, it's fine. Luckily, I don't spell check, fact check, or do any of that stuff here on my channel. It's after 11 p.m. here, and I won't be able to have any idea as to whether or not anyone's spelling anything correctly or not. Oh, dear. Bless. I'll start that again. Been building my Tupelo. Oh, dear. It's always nice. Teeth. The smell of poop that's sent Robin into a stupor. just unfortunate that none of the rest of us, Robin, have the same excuse as you do. Oh my gosh, Ezra's been pulling out my leg hairs. No, that doesn't sound like much fun, Robin. But it also indicates that at least Ezra's curious about the world. Oops. What am I doing? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I have no idea how such small hands can find such fine hair. No. Oh no. Right. Oh, I could see one of these earlier. Let's put that there. Woodshop teacher, I've been there 4 times. You have my sympathy. Oh, Lorena, Terry, Kathleen, and Deborah. Oh, bless. Hello, I'm from the Sarah Star Bricks community. Welcome. We love the Sarah Star Bricks community over here. It's so nice to have you here. I'm Ruth, so this is my channel, and we've got absolutely lovely people in the chat. It is just past 11 p.m. for me here in Australia, and so I am slightly easily bamboozled. So you'll have to forgive me if I'm not the most coherent host at this moment in time, but it's lovely to have you here. Welcome on in. Amy's finished her builds. Yay! I haven't. I've been talking too much, Amy. I've been very easily distracted tonight, which is fine. It's fun, especially when we've been just rebuilding these little sets as well. Oh, everyone's saying. Robert saying, none of my other children did that. It's a new thing. Something for the new generation. Woodshop teacher saying hello. To Lorena. Mama's saying hello. Lorena's saying, don't worry, busy doing stuff right now. No, that's lovely. We've got lots of people that sort of do their chores while they've got us on in the background. Yes, Jake, that sounds highly appropriate. I would probably also say that it's extremely illegal if that's what's happened. So keep us posted. I'm curious as to how this pans out. Right. Alrighty, so I'll just show you guys where I am up to. So this is where, oh gosh, that's a massive dog hair there. Oops. Fluffy, fluffy, fluff. This is where I'm up to with the paint shop so far. So we've got downstairs in, and we've got the first floor down as well, and a few other little details as well. And so let's keep going. Right. Now, I don't know where my other cog's gone, because I think that second cog, not having that second cog, is going to cause an issue. Okay, let's... Oh, Jake's just said, she's wished me luck, but at the moment the only ones who need luck is them. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Right. Powering on. It's amazing how much hair there can be on such a small dog. Woodshop teacher, that slightly confused me based on the fact that Robin was talking about his leg hair. Oh, Lorena got fired from a workplace for eating while we weren't meant to be, even though other people were eating, so I reported it to the company. Yes, exactly. We need to stand up for our rights. I agree. It does suck. Daft. Absolutely daft. Right. Oh my gosh, I can't. Right, I'm going to have a rummage. Wheel myself over here and have a rummage and see if I can find myself another cog. Because it's going to annoy me not having that cog there. But I'm not too sure if I can carry on cogless. And hopefully, in the time that it takes me to have a bit of a rummage, Jake can sort of report back to us and let us know what's going on. Oh, found it. Found the bit that I needed. It's so handy building here when I've got all my parts next to me. That's the second spare part that I've needed tonight. Right. Whoops. Okie dokies. Now we get to slide our little door in. Cool. Oh. What's going on, Lorena? Last week I spent $2,000 on random stuff and on a mobile game, but then I redeemed it all because it was an accident. Been there. Yeah, friends of mine, it was actually quite funny. Their daughter got hold of my friend's phone, Casey's phone, and I think ended up spending like $3,000 on a mobile game app. And then Jamie phoned the phone company and was like, "What are you doing? I'm not paying for all of this. Give me my money back." Dan's making a really good point, Jake. Simpsons has been a 43, that's how old I am, a 34-year-old institution. I still remember when it first started. I bet you do as well, Dan. So, oh no. And so many people have fond memories of it, but also one little minifigure on a desk doesn't mean that you're a child. Or that you can't do your job properly. That's ridiculous. If only the company knew how many people make up the AFOL community. Generate income. Silly. I must admit, the older that I have become, the less tolerant I have become of just idiots. I just can't seem to suffer idiots as much as what I used to. Right. Oh, remember both The Simpsons and Beavis and Butthead? Oh my gosh. Since I'm female, Beavis and Butthead wasn't really my thing. But so many of my mates absolutely loved it. Here we go. And then we can just do a little, which opens the little door, closes the little door. Love that feature. It's awesome. Yay. And then there's a couple of little spray cans down here and what I'm assuming is a spray gun. I don't know. Don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Right. Yes. I'm just absolutely baffled as to how they think that they can fire someone for having a figure on their desk without like 3 written warnings, and all of that hootenanny. surely the easier thing to do would be to say, people don't like the minifig on your desk. Can you please take it home with you? Because we don't want to make a big deal out of it. Oh, this is the only... This is the only set that you have from the Friends race series that's still in the box. Oh my gosh. Right. Thanks, Mama's Bricks. I got there as well. After a very friendly phone call, she's resuming work on Monday. Good, as she should. Oh dear. But what a drama. That's just ridiculous. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Maybe, just maybe, Homer's there to help her find the any key. Jan. Gosh. Oh dear. So true. Radio, let's just finish up. We don't have much longer to go. Right. Pink Gamer is back. Been popping in and out, got lots of jobs to do, but how is everybody? Yes, still going well. I think I will be finishing up this build and then I will be heading off for the evening, but I have been streaming for over 3 hours now and I can start to feel that I am flagging a little bit and not quite as conversational as what I was at the beginning of the stream, but I do really want to get this finished, which shouldn't be too much longer because we're on to the first floor now, so it's looking really cute. I'll just pop these little bits in and then I'll show you guys where we're up to in a bit more detail. Jan, missed it all. No, you haven't. Bless. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, well, I think we've just sort of been plodding along in the stream, really. Chatting away about all sorts of different stuff. Teacher left the room. God, poor Pink Gamer isn't going to make any sense of what you're saying, Jan. Amy's hoping to finish a chapter of the fanfic soon. Yay, love that. Oh, it's so nice to hear that you're writing, though. So what has happened? We have had woodshop teacher did leave the room. Dan tried to instigate shenanigans, which quite frequently happen regardless of whether or not woodshop teacher is here or not. But fortunately, woodshop teacher has almost finished his potato salad and his corn on the cob prep for the barbecue. We're all invited, but we've just got to figure out who's going to get the teleporter to be able to make our way to Denmark safely today. One of Jake's friends Jake gave one of his friends a Homer Simpson minifigure to pop on her desk, which sounds completely awesome and a very valid thing to do in a workplace. And then apparently she was told that she's been fired for being too childish. So Jake had to phone up the workplace and say, can't be done. So someone did get fired because of Homer Simpson. There's been a lot happening. We're a chatty bunch. And then I also think that a few other people have been doing like their chores and usual Saturday bits and bobs and that type of stuff as well. Even though Joe and I live on opposite sides of the world, Joe and I are trying to organise a way for us to be able to take snacks over to our teacher's place so that we can enjoy the barbecue early. It just seems like a lot of what we've been talking about is either largely centred on the facts of the universe, such as Jake's friend being fired, or just nonsense that we make up to entertain ourselves on a Saturday night. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So annoying. It's bonkers. I just don't understand how the workplace even thought that was going to be a valid thing to do. Absolute bananas. I keep losing track of parts. What? Oh, it's black. Oh, found it. Thanks, guys. Which way does this go? This way. Radio. So yeah, I think that's everything. I don't know. I think quite often we do tend to go off on a lot of tangents though. Right. Oh, I was going to show you where I'm up to, wasn't I? Sorry, gang. I keep forgetting. You can tell that it's getting late for me. Right. Oh no! You had a troll on your last video and they made a fake account for you and then commented random stuff when I was asleep. So they said lots of rude things. Oh my gosh. That's so horrible. I just really don't have time for any trolls at all. It's just ridiculous. If Joe can't be bothered with anything anymore, it's too hot. I must admit that on the back end, I think that I've toggled on the button where it's just like hold potentially any inappropriate comments. So I have made sure that I did that. But again, it's just not something that you really sort of think about or expect. Again, I just sort of go, I just don't understand the mentality behind trolling or anything like that. I just find it extremely ridiculous and pointless. Oh, Amy. I think game is also too hot. Amy doesn't know where to put the build yet. No. I think that's the trickiest thing. Like, I am struggling to figure out where to put all my mocks as well. But I have been going quite well since I said to myself that I can't start a new mock until I've finished my existing mocks. So that seems to be helping me head in the right direction. Yeah, no, it's been, well, I was saying to these guys earlier, Dan, that it's been like super like wet and wild here in Perth, hasn't it? Like last night, we had so much thunder and lightning at like midnight, 1 o'clock. And Pucky is usually not that bothered by storms and that type of thing, but he was just like freaking out because it was like right over the top of us. You know how you do that whole thing of you see the lightning flash and then you count to figure out how far away the lightning is? Yeah, it wasn't far away. It wasn't far enough away. It's weird. It was like 9 degrees last week and now today it's decided to be 25. Oh my gosh. And then I don't know whether or not Mama Lego is still here, but she was saying that it snowed in Canada. Like it snowed for her last night today. And she's like, it never snows past April. So the weather has just been absolutely crazy lately. The rain's coming again. I don't know whether or not you guys will be able to hear that. Oh no, you're dead. Glad I'm not out there working in it until tomorrow night. Oh, Dad, no. Have to bundle up and wear all your wet weather gear, which I'm sure you do anyway. And then didn't Smiles get you like a fancy thermos thing or something? A plug-in hot chocolate maker for your car or whatever? I remember something about that. Amy saying, sounds similar to my cat's reaction to fireworks. Yeah, he's usually like not that fussed though. So usually like thunder and lightning doesn't really bother Pucky too much, which is really great, like really super fantastic. But last night, I think because it was so loud and it was so overhead, he was just like, no, don't like this. But, whoops. But yeah, it was okay in the end. We, I just turned up the TV. I found some YouTube video with a lot of talking and background music and turned up the TV. Okay. Pink Gamer. 3 years ago, I moved from the US to the UK and I was wondering why everyone talked about the weather all the time in the UK. Now I understand why. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, Dan has a 12-volt kettle and a gas cooktop. There you go. Brilliant. You've got to make sure that you take that with you tomorrow night so that you've got lots of warm treats. Such a great idea, though. Very lucky to have Smiles looking after you, Dan. Oh, fantastic. Whereabouts in Australia did you live? Tell me about that. I did live in the UK as well for about, how long was it? 3 years? 3.5 years? But that was in London. And that was, I don't know, like 20 years ago. Not very recent at all. But my sister and my niece and my nephews are still over there, which is okay. It's not great that they're so far away, but it's fine. It's fine. Would be nice if it was easier to visit them. Oh, cool. Melbourne for 2 months and Sydney for 4 months. Yeah, I lived in Sydney when I was like 19 for about a year or two, which is really cool. And then been to Melbourne for work things and holidays a couple of times as well. And I think Melbourne's really lovely. It's sort of a bit more cosmopolitan than some of the other areas in Australia and quite affordable food-wise. But Perth's super expensive for a cup of coffee. Righty-o, gang. Let's take a look at this. There's probably not too much more to do with this. So I'll show you this now, and then we'll just do the last little bit. So we've got our lovely garage door, sliding door to open and close. Upstairs is all done. We've got our little brick-built wrench, spanner, wrench. And then we've also got like the little upstairs planning area with a couple of really cool like little stickers on there as well. And then the showroom down here too. And I think the last thing that I'll build up for this is the brick-built 3D sign of a spray can to attach onto the front here. And then we'll probably wrap things up because the only other thing to build up in this set are like side builds, and I'd prefer to skip that. So There we go. Yeah. Yeah, Sydney's quite nice as well. So I really enjoyed living in Sydney. Yeah, like I said, I was there for a year or so when I was sort of like 19, which I think was like a really cool sort of experience to have when you're like that age. Oh, fantastic. Got to go now because I'm going to somebody's birthday party now. Lockdown has pretty much finally finished. So see you all later. Bye. Thanks so much for stopping by, Pink Great Gamer. It's lovely to have you in the chat. And hopefully we will see you another time. Oops. Cool. And I don't think that we'll be building for much longer because it's almost 3.5 hours since I've been streaming. And I'm easily bamboozled. Oh, cool. Everyone's saying goodbye, which is super lovely. We've got such a lovely little chat tonight. Cool. Right, almost done. Cool, everyone's saying goodbye, which is super awesome. Right, and is that right? No, this way. Oops. Oop. Cool, let's attach this. I will just leave that in there. Problem for future Ruth to tidy up. Oh, hang on, I'm just going to make sure that I know how to attach this. This side? Yeah. So there's the little spray can added to the 3D sign. So cool. Oh my gosh, and there's still dog fur everywhere. Cool, gang. So there we go. Almost exactly on 3.5 hours as well. So we've got our truck, our diner, our cinema, our car wash. So there we go. We've managed to build up 3 like medium-sized sets of one sort of like large, small, medium, small set. So yeah, and as always, it's absolutely wonderful and lovely to have you all here with me, especially for those of you who hang out with me for the 3.5 hours or for most of my streams. It's amazing. Next week we will see if I can get my little paws on any of the new sets. We'll probably just build those up. If not, we might go back and maybe look at building up some of the DC Superhero Girls sets, which is probably what I should have been doing last week, but I went out on Friday night and was completely unfunctional for most of Saturday, Sunday. Monday, I managed to pull myself together, but then I also needed another rest on Tuesday. So I won't be doing that again anytime soon. But yeah, it's been so cool having another look at these sets. They're absolutely awesome. I'm really pleased with these ones. It's going to be really exciting to be able to look at the new amusement park sets and the Magic Carnival sets as well. Oh, Doc's been lurking. That's fine, buddy. Happy to have you lurking. Going to call it a morning. It's 1:30 a.m. in Ballarat and 5 degrees. Oh, I know. Go and get warm and snuggle, Brett. Dan saying good night and all the Lego fiends. No, he means friends. Take care, Dan. It's always lovely to have you pop into the chat, and big hugs from me to Smiles as well. Thanks for the stream. Bye, everybody. Yes, you too. Enjoy the barbecue as well, Taze. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely delicious. And I will be going to bed sleeping and dreaming of marinated barbecue, delicious potato salad and corn cob goodness. So there we go. Yes. Thanks so much, Joe, for stopping in. You're always super lovely to have in the chat. Take care, Jake. And I will probably see you around on Instagram or Discord as well over the week as well. Alrighty, let's wrap things up. I think that I've said goodbye to most of you specifically, but if not, just know that I think that you're amazing and awesome and have a wonderful week. And I will see you next week at some stage or another, either possibly with a surprise stream if I can get my stuff together, possibly a video if I can motivate myself enough to edit, or possibly next week's live stream at the usual time on a Saturday. Thanks, Mum's Bricks.